What up, everyone? Night two of the NFL draft is officially on their way. It's time for some more live reactions, baby. Let's go. What up, everyone? Welcome back to another night of the 609 Sports Talk NFL draft coverage. We're here to give our live reactions to all the night two draft picks, trades, madness, whatever you want to call it. Of course, you guys know the deal. We over here, uniting fans, igniting debate. You know who we are. Sam Nelson, Tyler Adams. Tyler, how are we doing tonight?
I'm excited for tonight. I think more excited than last night.
Really? How do you get excited for
There
round day
is
two?
there is a lot of what I thought was first round talent still on the board heading into the start of night two. So I think a lot of teams are going to get way better than they even did during the first round last night. And I think one of these teams is the one on the clock right here.
No, that would be the Cleveland Browns.
They got a good shot to make it right here.
What do we think the Browns are looking at here?
I said it last night. Travion Henderson still on the board. Got to go out and get him. And followed up at 36 with taking whatever your guy is at quarterback, Milrow, the kid Show from Louisville, whoever it is.
I think they're going to go Milrow here. Just my opinion. I think it's going to be Jalen Milrow right here.
But at 33, they have to address. They got to address running back.
I mean, it's a pretty deep one.
It is, but just the type of talent that you get from Henderson, especially at round two now, it's a steal. You shouldn't be there.
I agree. I don't disagree with you. Like I said, Henderson's my favorite running back in this draft. Picks already in. Browns were getting trade calls, but they stay put. So I'm thinking this is going to be Milrow. It should be Henderson. But also Tyler, it's the Browns.
Yes, it is the Browns.
With some heavy interest apparently, but they stayed put. All right. All right, we're getting everything just set up over here real quick, but I'm ready to go. Oh man, we're rolling. Holy crap. Yes, I have my phone. I was on Facebook. So don't even try to yell at me. I have no idea who this is. Oh, good Lord. What is this? What are we doing here?
Oh my God. It's Joe Thomas.
Oh, you're not going to expect this. The Browns go with Carson Schlesinger, the linebacker from UCLA.
Huh?
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 What's up, Anthony? So, Tyler, let's just safe to say this. We were both wrong.
We were both wrong. They make a good point, though. One of the Browns' needs was an off-ball linebacker. And outside of this kid, and we already got Jahad Campbell, it drops significantly. There isn't much.
Oh, yeah.
So, like you mentioned
Schlesinger
earlier, it's a deep running back class. The Browns can go address that whenever. When do they pick again after 36? The third round?
Yeah. No, they're up in like two more selections after this.
Well, I know that they pick 36, but then what do they pick after that? Because 36, I still think it's going to be a quarterback. I think it's going to be Milroe.
I have no idea when they pick again after that.
Well, I could probably pull it up. Let's see.
Oh, Texans pick is in. That was fast.
That was fast. Where are the Browns at? Why am I blind? There they are.
Tyler's like, why can I not? Why are my eyes not eyeing? The Browns do go with a linebacker.
So they pick again in round 3. Third pick of round 3.
Okay.
So they'll probably target running back around that spot.
No, Schlesinger is definitely a nice off-ball coverage linebacker that they desperately need it. He's the second best linebacker in this draft outside of Jahad Campbell, who, of course, the Eagles took last night. So, Browns are loading up Jim Schwartz's defense. Let's just say that. Anthony said, how I feel about my team's draft pick is the same way the Saints feel about theirs. Stressful. Yeah, honestly. Oh. Whoa, we are off and running big time. They needed another one.
They did. I like this pick.
Well, hold on. We got news. Seattle is traded up.
Really?
Seahawks are here at 35. Hold on, Tyler. Just give me one quick second.
Higgins. That is interesting.
Jaden Higgins, the Iowa State wide receiver, goes to the Texans.
Yeah.
All right, so the Seahawks traded 52 and 82, which is a third rounder, for 35 for the Titans. So Seahawks are up here.
Where do the Seahawks look?
First off, what's up, Clint? And Clint said, considering the status of JOK, this pick is understandable. Yeah, so they were looking for a linebacker.
Yep.
Seahawks, I'm thinking. Well, they went Gray Zabel last night. So, could it be an offensive lineman? Would they double dip?
They need offensive line anywhere on the offensive line. They need help on the interior and the outside.
Yeah, so we wait and see what happens here. The pick's already in. Obviously, if you're trading up, your pick has to be in by like easily within 20 seconds. Cause,
Yeah. You kind of got to know who you want.
All right, so not going to lie, 2 somewhat shocking picks. I thought the Texans could have got offensive line as well. But they're going to add Higgins to that wide receiver room with Nico Collins, Christian Kirk. We already know Tank Dell's going to probably miss all next season, so.
Yep. Would you like Jared Wilson out of Georgia here for Seattle?
Wow. Oh, I really would. He is actually my number 1 interior offensive lineman in this draft. I like him better than Tyler Booker, and I like him better than Tate Ratledge. Jarrett Wilson just doesn't get moved in pass protection. He doesn't get moved.
Yeah. And like we said, got to protect Arnold. They already went out and got Zabel. Add another guy in.
Yeah.
Like Wilson.
And Zabel, he could play like all 5 positions on the line. So that's pretty damn impressive. Now, see, this is what annoys me. How are we commercials 2 picks in? Guys, we have 2 rounds to cover.
It was moving too fast already.
We have 2 rounds to cover. I don't have to sit here and watch commercials, okay? All right, Seahawks are coming up here. This will be interesting. I'm with you, Tyler. I'm in agreement. I think this is most likely going to be an offensive lineman. Here. We're also going to get a nice pop in from our friend Dustin Reese at some point tonight as well.
Live from the draft?
Yep, he's not green rooming today. Oh, there he is. There's Dustin in the comments saying happy day 2. Happy day 2, Dustin. Dustin, I'm about to send you the link in a moment here. So whenever you're ready to pop in, you can feel free. Hey Tyler, look who's here. Burnsy's here.
Burnsy?
What's up, Burnsy? Burnsy's mad. He said he's mad Shedeur Sanders didn't get picked in the first round. Burnsy, I could have told you that was going to happen 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, me and Sam weren't very big on Shedeur.
I'm still not. All right, Dustin's been sent the link in case whenever he's ready to pop in with us. Burnsy, I'm telling you, there are teams. He's not the most talented quarterback. And there's some ego to him that some teams don't like. Burnsy, there was a team that interviewed him in the draft process and said, worst interview they've ever had.
Yeah, I don't know if these teams just like the way that he carries himself. He's too confident for not winning a whole lot in his career. Way too confident.
There we go. It's Sherman. Yep. Oh, another one. Another banger.
Was it something we weren't expecting?
Did you see it?
No, it's Still watching Sherm up there.
Okay.
He's walking in circles.
Yeah, wait till you see who they play. You're really behind me tonight.
Ooh.
Nick Emmanwori to the freaking Seahawks. Look, man, you're loading up that secondary again. You got Reek Woolen, you've got Witherspoon. You got to get someone in that back end. Yep. Nick Emmanwori goes to the Seahawks at 35. Oh, Bernsey, look, Bernsey.
He's going to get drafted.
He's not a first-round talent.
No.
I like that pick for the Seahawks, though. Getting a very... some people had him as the best safety in the draft. I, for one, disagreed. I think I have a couple safeties I like better, including the couple that went of course, one went last night. There's still one available. There's actually two available that I like more. All right, Tyler, here comes the Browns' second round pick. Where are we thinking here? Is this Milroe? Is it a running back?
I don't know. I'd be shocked. If it's not a quarterback here, they're trading for Kirk. They got to have some plans in place.
I'm going to spoil it for Tyler. I'm just going to put it on Clint's comment. They went Quinshon Judkins, the other Ohio State running back.
Really? Wow.
I don't like that Sony Michel comparison.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, Michel, is that really a good pro?
I mean, look, if you're trying to find a running back to fill the shoes by Nick Chubb, Quinshon Judkins is pretty much almost the same kind of runner. Wow. Okay. They go Quinshon Judkins over TreVeyon Henderson. That is surprising. Now, look, I know they're not going to go back-to-back running backs, but Vegas has the opportunity to do one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
They're not doing it.
I know.
They'd be insane.
That is crazy. I would never have thought that. I like Judkins, too. He was more now.
They're looking for a chain mover.
Yeah. It's a good pick. It's just I really can't believe that Judkins got drafted before Henderson. I am very surprised by that. Oh God. Please don't ruin the Browns fans' night by putting Kenny Pickett up there. Please don't ruin their night.
All right, so the Raiders, do you think it's still too risky to draft Will Johnson?
They draft an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
They need an offensive lineman in the worst way.
I mean, their O-line's not terrible. They can use some help at guard.
There's some good ones out there.
There are some good guards out there.
Except the Raiders won't be picking. They have traded back. The Dolphins are on the clock.
Oh. All right. Dolphins go. Finally, Will Johnson. Or offensive line, because, they got to keep Tua healthy.
They need to keep Tua alive.
He gets hit too much.
They have to keep Tua alive.
Oh, man.
I'm waiting for Howie Roseman. Look how many trades we've already got.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins pick is it. So this should be, in my opinion, it should be Will Johnson. All right, so 37 and 143 to the Dolphins for 48, 98 and 135 to the Raiders. And I do agree with Clint's comment here. I love Henderson, but for what the Browns like in their running back, Junkins is the better fit.
Yes, because you still have Jerome Ford there as that pass catcher, which he's proven.
I think Denver's going to try to make a move up for Henderson eventually.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, if Denver walks out of the first two rounds with Henderson and Barron, that's not fair.
Yeah.
None of it's fair.
Two playmakers on both sides of the ball that you're adding on to an already solid team.
Jahdae Barron is so damn good. I can't believe that they got that. Damn, these picks, we're flying with these picks right now. I got to say, I'm pretty surprised.
Do you think we see tackle here or guard for the Dolphins?
I don't know.
So that kid, Irsay from Minnesota, he'd be the best option for them at tackle. But I do like that kid, that last name I can't pronounce, Savanea from Arizona, the guard.
Well, you just spoiled it.
Did I?
They did Jonas Savanea from Arizona.
I guessed it then.
Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed because I honestly thought that could have also been a dark horse Eagles target because we know Stoutland loves his bigger guards.
Yeah. And I mean, this guy, he's played throughout his collegiate career right tackle, left tackle, and right guard. So he's been asked to do different things, and he's been able to do it. So that versatility at the next level, especially with Stoutland, that would have been huge. But
all right, Patriots are up here. I'm thinking an offensive weapon. I'm thinking some type of an offensive weapon for the Patriots. Can we almost agree there?
Offensive weapon? Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Do they go Travion Henderson? Pair him with Ramondre Stevenson? Mm-hmm. And also, here's another thing. Maybe because of the Browns right there took Schlesinger, maybe that's why the Eagles traded up last night for Campbell.
True. Yep, that could have been the team trying to jump him.
I think 100% that was why.
It makes a lot of sense. They probably wanted to move into that spot with the Chiefs to get ahead of us. So they ended up having to settle.
Yeah.
Nobody pulls a fast one on Howie. Nobody.
What were some of your big moments from last night? Some shockers, some picks you like, whatever.
Loveland go before Tyler Warren.
I'm sorry.
Still a great pick, but dude,
it is. But I cannot justify it.
You can't justify it.
Tyler Warren is a weapon, not a tight end. He's a weapon.
Yeah, he was on the board, and they chose somebody else. I just couldn't. I still can't justify it. But honestly, the Jags trading up to 2, didn't really see that.
I don't like that. I love the Browns. I love the haul that the Browns got for that.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you walked out of that with the number 5 pick, Mason Graham, and a future first-round pick.
Yep.
That's a great trade for the Browns. They made out. They get back a first rounder that they lost in the Watson deal a couple years ago. And look, I get Jacksonville. It's the cons. It's like with AEW. They want to be the flashy guys. They want all the attention. So, all right, let's take the guy we're going to have to load manage in the NFL. The dude's not going to play 120 snaps a game. He'll be out of the league in 5 years. Keep telling yourself he's going to play both. He can play both. He'll be out of the league quicker. And people can tell me I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm just being realistic. Anthony says Shiloh Sanders was mouthing about his brother Shedeur not getting drafted, so I'm watching the TV like, dude, Shiloh Sanders, we don't listen to undrafted players. The UFL will welcome you home. Anthony, that is an insult to the UFL. Because I hate to break that to you. I'll tell you, like I said, I watched a lot of running back film for this draft, and from the games I watched against Colorado, Shiloh Sanders stinks.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but Shiloh Sanders is not a good football player.
Yep. He had the perfect opportunity. Play with your brother. You're the running back. He's the quarterback. Got a crazy talent in Travis Hunter, but now he just stunk.
He did. He just stunk.
I don't want to hear he had no O-line. Saquon Barkley had no O-line for most of his career and was still a monster.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Pats going, or do the Pats go defense, maybe?
The Patriots could go edge rusher. I don't think they're going to be the ones to take a shot on Mike Green. They might be a good candidate to land as Raku.
Oh, Tyler, I can't stand you.
Why?
You didn't spoil it, but I can't stand you.
Did they go edge rusher?
I don't know. I'm just saying I can't stand you. Here we go.
Am I actually lined up with you? I put on ABC now. I'm trying out different things.
It's fine. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Mike? Anthony. They probably considered burying his jersey.
Carrying his jersey, terrible.
They only want to remember the important Sanders at Colorado.
Called it. Called it. We got a big old tool-headed monster.
Ooh.
TreVeyon Henderson to the Patriots.
All right. New England goes with a championship caliber player as well.
Like said, the Gators are a big surprise team for 2025. They could be.
I hope so, man. College football is better with the Florida Gators playing well.
The Gators. Mike said he finally got to see us this week. Yeah, Mike, I'm glad you're here with us. We'll be on for a while. We're reacting to all the craziness of the NFL draft.
Oh yeah. It's only just getting started tonight.
So TreVeyon Henderson, do you think that they're thinking a backfield combo here, or because him and Stevenson have almost they're similar players?
I think I think Stevenson lacks more in the pass catching realm.
Yeah, like I've heard he's good at it, but I never see him excel in it. Oh yeah, there you go. There's that pass protection, just knocking dudes back. Of course, it results in a deep ball. All right, so Drake May, Travion Henderson, and that's a good first 2 picks for the Patriots. Henderson and Will Campbell.
Yeah,
that's a great start to the draft. Pat's got a good one. Mike said that the Jags may have some defensive speed. There they may, because Travis Hunter is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they need it. All right, so now Chicago's up next. What do we think the Bears here maybe go with an offensive lineman?
What do they need on offensive line? Because they did address it a little bit during the postseason, the offseason.
Oh, yeah, they got Jonah Jackson, they got Joe Thuney, they got Dahlman.
Like, if they add someone here, I don't see them unless if they go Jared Wilson.
But where's he play?
Who's their center right now? Oh,
wait,
they added Dahlman. Yeah. Oh, my God.
So,
yeah, I like a Pro Bowler. That wouldn't make sense for them to draft.
No, they're gonna put Wilson at left guard. They're gonna try Thuney at left tackle, like Chiefs did,
and get steamrolled by the Lions. Yeah, no.
Essentially, Clint said he loves that pick for the Patriots. Clint, absolutely. Anthony, I want to agree with you, but I cannot justify trading a 2026 first round pick to go back into the first round just for an edge rusher. When the Giants came back in and got a quarterback and didn't give up any first-round picks.
Yeah.
I do, but I will give the Falcons credit. Their pass rush last year was absolutely terrible. They had 31 sacks all year, so you needed help. You needed multiple. Can't remember the last time a team took 2 rookie edge rushers like that. I think it may have been the Bucks back in 2011 when they took Adrian Claiborne and Bowers. Long time ago. Bears pick us in, or do the Bears go defense? Dennis Allen loves his defense. They love Dennis Allen and his defense. So do they add to the defense?
All right, let's see who's that coach on the phone right now. What position does he coach? This is gonna let us know who they're picking here.
Do I look like I know who the Bears coach? Go ask Dustin.
Dustin, who is
Dustin these days? I don't know.
Who's that coach? We need to figure out what position he coaches.
What in the who's that Pokemon did you just say? But no, you want me to explain something though with the Patriots? You know what a young quarterback's 2 best friends are? A top offensive line and a real good run game. So I like what the Patriots are doing around Drake May.
I do too.
Because that's the 2 things for a young quarterback you got to do. You got to protect them, and you got to run the football. Take pressure off of them. All right. Bears are up here. Let's see where we're going here. Clint makes a good point. Maybe they wanted one of the 2 Ohio State running backs. He thinks they go O-line. Well, that's already cursing them. And we were both wrong. Okay. We were both wrong. Completely.
Wow. Okay.
So that probably rules out Keenan Allen returning to Chicago.
Yeah.
I love the comparison to the guy who's already the wide receiver 1 for the Bears.
That's hilarious.
Luther Burden, Roma Dunes, Moore, Loveland. Caleb Williams has no excuses now.
Did you say Cole Kmet? I might have missed that.
No, I did not. Even better point.
Because, they got Colson Loveland. Don't forget about Cole Kmet. That's going to be some problems in Chicago.
I wonder if he'll try to use. I wonder if he'll try to use Moore or Burden in like that Jameson Williams role.
Oh, I think Burden.
Well, one of the two.
Yeah. Man, all right. Now, Chicago Bears fans, one thing I got to say, the spotlight is on Caleb Williams. There's no excuses now. You surrounded them with weapons. You address the offensive line. They still need to solidify it with like another piece or two. But now, they went out and addressed it.
Now, the best part about this is he has Colston Loveland, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden. They had to acquire 5,000 offensive linemen. But when Caleb played, and he had to go get Ben Johnson. But what's going to crack me up is when he plays like an MVP candidate, if he does, he's going to be the greatest quarterback in the world, but Jalen Hurts is carried by talent. That's the best part about this whole thing.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it.
All right, Tyler. We thought the Saints were possible for Shedeur last night at 9. Do they do it here at 40?
I mean, they need a quarterback still.
Like you can't keep ignoring it.
They're going in with who right now?
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler, that's it. They got to get somebody.
They're going to take Milroe.
No, they're going to take the kid from Louisville.
I don't know about that. Kellen Moore may like Milroe because of Hurts. All right, Tyler. Real quickly, before I get to this. What's up, Carol?
What's up, Carol?
The Saints' current quarterback room is Derek Carr, who is hurt, Jake Haener, Spencer Rattler, and everybody's former ex-Cowboy, Ben DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci.
I would go with DiNucci. Done.
Yeah, they're definitely taking a quarterback here.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's throw a curveball out here. Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers to get his footwork consistent. He's got the arm to be a talented quarterback.
The accuracy, not the strength. He struggles heavily with the deep ball.
Because his footwork sucks.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just saw a tweet that involved Quinn Ewers. I for 2 seconds thought the Saints just took Quinn Ewers. I'm going to laugh. All right. So, yeah, we are. You know what? We're flying. I'll give them that. We're flying right now with these picks.
Saints got to go QB here. They have to.
You would think they would.
They got a lot of other needs. They do, but like you're looking at not having Carr for possibly the whole season. I don't know if that was confirmed or not. Like, is it going to be most of the season he's looking to miss or all of it?
Who, Carr?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Anthony said this means Sanders won't have a fifth-year option. That's if Shedeur's even good.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Oh, there's Ramczyk. You know what? They're drafting no lineman here.
No, they're not.
No?
No, you are.
Oh, my God.
They went Tyler Shell, the quarterback from Louisville.
Hold up. I did mention that earlier as a joke, but they actually did it.
You did it again.
They actually – I was joking. They actually took this kid.
This is unbelievable.
All right. Hey, they needed a quarterback. No matter which one they went with, they needed to take one. It was kind of a necessity.
Biggest issue is durability. Oh, good Lord.
Derek Carr, is that you?
So you're trying to back up a quarterback with durability issues with a quarterback with durability issues.
You know what? Maybe they should have went with Shedeur.
Yeah, at least that's why people like Shedeur. He doesn't run around and hurt himself.
He runs around. He just doesn't hurt himself.
Wow. He doesn't hurt. Tyler, knock it off. All right, another trade. Bills have moved up to 41. They've traded with the Bears.
You know what, Sam? Who are we all kidding? Taysom Hill's starting at quarterback for the Saints this year.
Would you knock it off? Good gravy.
Good gravy.
Good gravy. It's not Thanksgiving yet. Come on.
Man, how does Shedeur feel that there's now 2 quarterbacks off the board before him?
You mean dude, this is crazy.
I'll be honest, right. I don't know much about this kid.
Neither do I.
Didn't watch any, not a single one of his games. Nothing.
Brian's in here. What's up, Brian? Saying the disrespect is real. Guess what? Don't act like an entitled little baby and you'll get picked. I'm telling you, it's nothing to do with him playing. The fact is that there are assistant coaches that have unanimously came out and said he is the worst draft interview they've ever dealt with. And I'm telling you, some of these teams are not going to deal with Deion. Because if Deion thinks he's being coached the wrong way, he's going to say something. All right, so the Bills traded 56, 62, and 109 to Chicago for 41, 72, and 240.
Okay.
So that's your trade for this pick right here. What do we think Buffalo does?
Receiver?
They could.
I mean, they lost Matt Collins. He wasn't the world beater, right? He did play a role in their offense, though. So, what if they go out, get another target man type player? I mean, the other kid, Ole Miss, Trey Harris, he could be something.
Yeah, could they go defense and go maybe Ezaraku?
Yeah, even Ezaraku.
I don't know about the. I gotta say, I don't know what the Saints are doing. That kid's gonna be 26 years old in September.
Oh yeah, he's the one who's older. Yeah.
Imagine getting your second contract.
So hold on, 30 is how old he'll be by the time he gets if he gets to that second contract extension period.
Imagine that. Wow. Imagine getting your second NFL contract at age 30.
Man, that's crazy.
The Saints. I'm sorry, you can't justify taking him over Sanders or Milroe.
It's a little confusing. Honestly, at least I feel like Sanders would have beat you more with his legs. I know they did say to this kid from Louisville, he had like the second fastest 40-yard time, but that doesn't mean you're the most athletic.
Also, one of the most. I don't know. I think at this point the league is trying to send a message to the Sanders family.
At this point, we're getting
at this point we're getting a little ridiculous now.
Yep.
So, I will be interested what Buffalo does here at 41.
Yeah. So, I mean, they could use a cornerback as well.
They drafted Maxwell Harrison last night.
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, who else do they have? Sam, hold up. You just said that to me. Sam, how did the Eagles draft go last year?
I ain't disagreeing with that. But not every team thinks like the Eagles, Tyler.
Very true.
But plus, the Bills just gave Christian Benford a lot of money as one of their other starting corners, so they've.
Okay.
Let's see here. They're a quarterback.
Sam, would you stop?
Nope.
They're going Darius Alexander, Toledo.
No, don't say that.
Oh, that's who you want, huh? You're
One of my guys.
He drops.
Oh, they didn't do that, but they took one of my other guys. Oh.
Was it deep tackle?
They did.
Was it Shamar Turner?
No.
No?
They went TJ Sanders.
Oh.
All right, somebody go wake up Howie.
Sam, calm down. Sam, calm down.
Nope.
It is nowhere near panic mode. Calm down.
Trade the farm. Trade every draft pick for the next pick. Call the Jets. Take all my 5. Mode. Take 3 future firsts, 8 future seconds. But no, so here's the funny thing. They actually did add to their interior in the offseason with Larry Ogunjobi, who is now being suspended. So getting TJ Sanders to that defensive front, that means a lot there. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, and now I'm pissed.
Hey, this is good, man. This means that maybe the Chiefs will finally not make it to the Super Bowl.
You gotta get pressure on the quarterback. I just really like TJ Sanders to fill in that Milton Williams role. Clint, I swear to God, if they take him at 44.
Dude, I said it last night. I was like, watch, this is what they want to happen. He's going to fall to a perfect spot to the Cowboys. And it's going to be like magic.
I hate you guys. I hate all of you.
So the pick is in for the Jets. Where do they go? Do they look to go defense again? Or address the defensive side? Or do they go... They still got to beef up the O-line a little more. It's not fixed after one pick.
No. They could go Jarrett Wilson. I'd hate it, but... Oh my God.
What are they looking like as far as... Pull up their depth chart.
Could the Jets add a weapon for Justin Fields?
It's possible.
I agree with Anthony that the Bears do need to add another running back. Anthony, they will. It's a heavy draft full of them. This has been I'm very upset right now. I am not having a fun day.
No, why is that, Sam?
Because I wanted TJ Sanders. You still need to add an interior defensive line.
What if Ezraku's there and we get him? Are you upset? Are you upset?
I mean,
Please tell me. Please tell me.
I got more edge depth right now than you do defensive tackle. Either way, he gonna find a way.
Exactly. Gonna find a way.
Oh yeah, I'm chill. We're chilling here. I mean, the Eagles are up in what 22. Oh, if by the time we get the pick, there's gonna be nobody left that I want. All right, Jets pick's been in for about 20 years now. So, Jets have kind of already. They're not going O-line. They've already kind of established that.
Yeah.
Anthony said, I know one thing. If Washington drafts a lineman again next round, I'm going off. Anthony, why? You got to protect your young quarterback.
And not just that. They block for the run game. A strong run game would not hurt that offense.
I took care of that, by the way.
Okay.
First one was suspicious. Second one, I'm not stupid.
The scammers are out.
Anthony, I don't disagree. You do need defensive help. Oh my God. Okay.
Well, I just see it on my ESPN big board here. They took Mason Taylor.
All right, it's over. Trade 62-4. We're done. Trade them all. All my talent's gone.
Sam, I will kick you out the show if you break down like that on me.
Dude, you need death. All right, well, Grant Calcaterra.
So hold on, Sam. Unless if you expect this man to trade into the second round 3 times and get 3 picks, how do you want him to take a defensive tackle, edge rusher, and tight end in the second round? Please tell me.
I don't need all 3. I don't need all 3, but I need somebody that I like to be there to get one of them. And right now, we're not going in that direction.
It's not about who you like. It doesn't matter what you want.
Really? All right.
It's about what Howie wants.
All right.
And Howie knows best.
Niners. Right. That's a great pick, though, for the Jets. Getting Justin Fields a security blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good God. I can't even say Anthony this comment, but that's...
Oh, my gosh.
Anthony, I can't stand... Well, Clint's being your hype man.
Thank you, Clint. Thank you. Someone's got to keep Sam in check.
I just like Mason Taylor so much and TJ Sanders.
If he ever gets out of hand over on Dueling Aces, just let me know. I'll put him back in check.
Okay. That makes sense. Niners pick makes total sense.
Okay.
Oh, Carol, I know. Trust me. I hate to see all my guys that I love so much go to the other team.
Sam's the same way when the Sixers are in, the free agency period.
Who are these Sixers you speak of?
Sam just wants everybody. All right? If they got a name, he wants them.
Who are these Sixers you speak of? I do not claim the Sixers. I don't know who they are.
Okay, buddy.
All right, so the Niners go Alfred Collins. So Robert Saleh is officially back because he's loading up his defensive line again.
All right. It is a time for all the marbles.
Okay.
It would now see here's the pick that they should make versus the pick they will make. They should
they're
go.
going.
They need to address.
Don't you go to commercial. Don't you dare go to commercial.
That was fast. Oh, dude, it's going to be Shadur. That was fast.
But I will say, though, I got to give the Niners credit. That defensive line, Nick Bosa, they released Hargrave, they released Malik Collins. They really haven't had a second edge rusher. So you know what you go do? You go get Mykel Williams, and you go get Alfred Collins now, 2 SEC defensive linemen from 2 of the better defenses in the nation last year. The Niners are Robert Saleh is officially back at San Fran.
They were the top 2 defenses in the nation most of the year.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I had Alfred Collins on my board of guys I like. I did not like him as a fit for the Eagles, though. So the Cowboys have a chance. The Cowboys have a chance to do the funniest thing ever.
They can save Sanders. No, not Deion.
And real quick, I want to go back to Carol's comment real quick, saying about we already have a good team. It's one of the youngest that willing to learn to have the team. And exactly. And Carol, here's the thing. The Eagles are such a good team. Honestly, you could have made the case last night that they didn't need to take Jahan Campbell. But Jahan Campbell's such a stud that they did. So, and the fact that the Eagles are in a position where they can take whatever they want and be satisfied with it, I'm cool with it.
Oh, yeah.
Clint,
I hope that wasn't an accurate spoiler. I'll be so disappointed for Sanders.
Now I'm leaving. If that's true, I'm leaving.
Dude, putting Ezra Raku next to Micah. Oh, you know what? They're not going to pay Micah. Jerry will use this as leverage during negotiations. He'll be like, oh, you want to be the highest paid? All right, walk.
Anthony, I think that's an insult to Cam Chancellor since Nick Emmanwori hasn't played a snap in the NFL yet.
Yeah. I'd pump the brakes on that.
Guys, while we're live here, let me explain this to you all. There is a difference between being a good athlete and being a good football player. John Ross was picked as a good athlete and was a terrible football player. Nah, Clint, we're good. We don't want to take Greg Newsome and turn him into an all-pro. We don't want to do that to you. I'm with you. I'm hoping this is not accurate because I may cry. Because that's another one of my guys. That's my guy. That's the guy that now I'm questioning everything again. Because I love Ezra Raku. I love his game.
Yeah. Or a commercial break. So I doubt Clint would have seen it happen. Yeah.
Better not have. Or I'm going to be pissed. Cowboys actually may have 2 decent draft picks for the first time in like 2 decades. Please take it. Please. Honestly, Anthony, the Raiders just gave Geno an extension.
Yeah. I mean, no one's saying Shadur is even ready to start not this year, let alone next year either.
All right, here we go.
But then again, if you're picking a guy in the second round like that, and if you're the Raiders, you don't want him to sit behind a guy for like 3 years. That's a long time. If it's like a 5th round pick, yeah, sure, cool. Sam, they did it, didn't they?
It's over.
They did it, didn't they?
All right, I'm done for the night.
Yep, I see it.
It's all over.
They did it.
Oh, they took Donovan as a freaking Raku. Unbelievable. Look at this. Oh, my God. The guy gets around the edge like it's nothing. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. You added that to Marshawn Nealon, to freaking Micah Parsons. Oh, my God. Shit, Clint's right. This pace, Shador may fall out of the second round. Oh. All right, well, the Colts are up here. Where the Colts should address something on the defensive side of the football.
Man, these predictions are just getting harder and harder.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just sitting here waiting.
I don't even know what teams want to do anymore.
But no, honestly, I got to give the Cowboys credit. That's a good pick. You get a guy next to opposite of Micah. You get another guy who gets to the quarterback consistently. He had 16.5 sacks last year at Boston College. And just to answer the question again, no, I don't care the level of competition. I think that's the most overrated draft thing in the world, is the level of competition. Luke Green is still on the board.
Who?
The edge rusher from Marshall.
Oh, him, yeah.
But remember, there's some off-field problems there.
Question mark.
No, they're like off-the-field problems that the Eagles won't even deal with.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, I don't think we're getting that. All right, Colts are up here at 45. Jonathan Taylor looks like a fool.
All right. Where are they going here? Are they going guard or are they going corner?
Okay.
They go edge.
They go edge rusher. They did lose one to the Bears in free agency, so add another guy to that defensive line. Another winner at the collegiate level.
Yep.
I always say you take the guys that win. Wasn't on my board for the Eagles though for some reason. I probably should have. 21.5 tackles for losses last year, third in FBS. Yeah, why didn't I look at his tape?
I don't know. Probably because he tore your school alive when they played him, did he?
And that's another thing. Look, you're pairing that with Liatu Latu from last year. So
Yep.
they added Cam Bynum in free agency. They still have DeForest Buckner. Clint, it's okay. I hate the Ezraku pick strictly just because it's the Cowboys. I love Ezraku as a player. Dude, that's a freaking... I'm getting mad again.
Sam, calm down.
I don't care. You're gonna college football may have you entertained more than the NFL sometimes.
Anthony Will Johnson is still available.
If I'm the Rams, I'm running that ticket up there.
Or, dude, what is the other thing we say about the Rams defense? They cannot stop the run. Would going D tackle here be the worst thing for them?
Why do you hate me?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm being realistic here.
You are not. You're being a problem.
Not the kid from Toledo. The kid from Texas A&M, Shamar Turner.
I like Shamar Turner.
Who do you like more for the Eagles fit? Shamar Turner or Darius Alexander? I like Alexander more because I think he's a better pass rusher, kind of like Milton Williams was.
I don't care, man. That's Rocco's a Cowboy. Mason Taylor's a Jet. TJ Sanders is a freaking. I don't even know what he is now anymore. I'm so
Sam, it's
mad.
gonna be okay.
This
And
is not a good
Abdul
night.
Carter's a giant. All right, Sam, we get it. We get it. All right. Sad times.
Rams aren't going to. Could the Rams go tight end?
No, I wouldn't see that. Not now.
I had them to
They
dark
gotta
horse.
go. They could go linebacker.
I have them there, Tyler. There's not an off-ball linebacker I'm taking here.
There's not a good one.
I mean, do you really? I mean, are you really that sold on Tyler Higbee?
Trust me, their offense and their production was not the reason they lost last year.
I'm not saying it is, but if I know the Rams. I mean, look, you have Devontae Adams, you have Kyron Williams, you have Puka Nacua. I don't rule out addressing the tight end position here. I really don't.
You know what? They double up at running back. They want to have a 1-2 punch. They draft Cam Scatabo.
Oh, no. Not Scattaboo. I don't want to have to deal with Scattaboo in the NFC unless he's on my team.
Well, you better watch out because another team that could take Scatabo off the board could be Washington at some point.
I think he's a freaking Niner by birth.
He'd be the healthiest Niners running back in years.
Yeah, you couldn't be wrong there. Well, they're looking pretty happy over there in LA.
Who's that?
See who they went with. All right, let's see what the pick is here in LA.
I could see Will Johnson.
That's Michael Brockers announcing the pick. I didn't even know who that was at first.
Psych, it's Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, right. Told you. No one wanted to listen to me, but I told you.
No.
Yep. Rank Calcaterra, tight end 1 next year. That's going to stink.
No. This guy was one of the ones I was hoping we would get.
Hey, we wait.
No. Why?
I told you they could have went tight end.
Why? Why must they do this? Now Saquon's going to run for 200 on them next year.
Yeah.
No, Sam, it's okay. Saquon's going to run for 200 on them. Meanwhile, Jahad Campbell's going to lock down Terrence Ferguson next year.
I like the optimism right there.
There you go. That make you feel better.
And I think, all right, I'll tell you right now, if the Cardinals get Will Johnson, and they have had one of the best drafts of the weekend so far. Because if you get Will Johnson, you're getting a top 10 talent and Walter Nolan. And they have officially just locked in their defense then.
Yep.
Here we go.
They put their pick in already? Oh my gosh, that was quick.
That was quick. Patrick Peterson's announcing the pick. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Will Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't have predicted that any more than I had to.
Yep.
That's so unfair that they just walked out of this draft with 2 top 15 talents.
Well, hey, let's hope it pans out with Will Johnson. That's the question mark. That's why he fell.
The kid is. I mean, watch the tape, dude. Look at the highlights. The kid is so freaking gifted.
I'm not denying that.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying. But just like I'm just exaggerating it. It's the kid is so damn talented. I hope he stays healthy. You have a secondary now with him, with Budda Baker. You added Walter Nolan to a front where you paid Josh Sweat and you brought Calais Campbell in. Anthony's not happy. Anthony's not happy.
Was that that's who he was hoping for.
Yep. Texans.
When does Washington pick again?
The Texans have traded up here.
Oh, who they trade with?
Texans have traded 58 and 99 to the Raiders for 48.
Oh, who are they going for?
There's maybe an offensive lineman.
Who do they want? It should be offensive lineman.
Eagles ain't too far behind.
All right. This is going to be Irsay, Minnesota. This is it. This is where it happens.
What happened?
This is where the kid Irsay from Minnesota goes.
You think so?
I don't know. Who do they want? They need a replacement for Tunsil.
All right, so there's the trade. Texans get 48. Raiders get back a second, which is 10 spots back at 58 and 99, which is the third rounder. So, damn, Arizona's having a good night. I gotta give Cardinals credit, man. They're having a good weekend so far. I mean, if you just look at the way that they have attacked the offseason, they brought back Calais Campbell. They've brought in Dalvin Tomlinson to help on the interior. They just drafted Walter Nolan. Then you go to edge rushers. They bring in Josh Sweat. So now they're drafting Will Johnson. They're adding that to a secondary that already has Budda Baker and Sean Murphy Bunting and Jalen Thompson. It's
they're making moves over there.
It's been a solid offseason defensively for the Cardinals. Yeah, I forgot you lived out in Arizona. I don't know. I don't really know what we're going to be doing here if we're Houston. Do they go defense? Do they go offensive line? I don't think they're going to need. They don't really need a lot of weapons.
I think they go O-line.
They go O line. This may be Tate Ratledge then. This actually may be Tate Ratledge. Or is this Jarrett Wilson?
Maybe.
This could be Jarrett Wilson. Just thinking about it, this could be Jarrett Wilson. That is such a terribly good pick, if it is. All right, so Jordan Schultz has put out that Will Johnson was a surefire first rounder. If not for the injury concern, talent is there, and he could be a major steal. He could. And some teams are willing to take the risk on those. And I'm now just sitting here realizing that it's pick 50, almost to pick 50, and Shedeur Sanders has still not been picked.
Yep.
What are we doing here? This is very interesting. At this point, Shedeur may not go in the second round.
I'm thinking he might be waiting until the third.
Maybe wait until tomorrow.
Oh, gosh.
I'm telling you, with the way that they act and he carries himself, the league's sending a message saying, look, you can't act like that.
Yeah, which is valid.
Did Houston pick last night, or did they trade out? I feel like they traded out.
Please stand by.
I feel like I want to say they traded out. I can't remember.
They did.
Okay. And they took Jaden Higgins today so far.
Yep.
So they have a wide receiver. See, this is definitely an offensive lineman. I'm thinking it's Tate Ratledge or Jarrett Wilson. If you had to ask my personal opinion.
Houston's the team that traded with the Giants, were they not?
You're right. Anthony said if Milroe gets drafted before Sanders, it's over.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay. They go with Earthry, the tackle out of Minnesota.
I called it.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Oh yeah, dude, you just traded Laramie Tunsil,
Yeah.
And there's you sign Cam Robinson as a free agent, Titus Howard. Now, I would say Juice Scruggs is out at guard, Jared Patterson at center. You can move Titus Howard into guard now because he did not play well as a tackle last year.
Nope.
So Earthry could slide right in there at tackle and help solidify that Texans O-line, which has been it has not been good. Let's just say that. That's all I'll say about the Texans' offensive line. It has not been good. So, Bengals. Let's see how the Bengals top their draft pick yesterday by taking a worse defensive player.
Gosh. Can they please take an offensive lineman?
Honestly.
Joe Burrow has to be sitting at home like, guys, please. Just one.
I just don't want to run around for my life one time. Just one game.
I appreciate you guys paying both of my top receivers, but can I get an offensive lineman drafted?
It's like, can I get a block, please? Oh my God. Oh my God. They actually did something that's actually not bad.
Okay. Joe Burrow's not happy about this, but
Oh, Joe Burrow should be able to. Maybe he'll be able to only put up 21 points in a game and win.
very true.
So the Bengals go Demetrius Knight Jr., the linebacker from South Carolina, inconsistent coverage linebacker, but very solid when it's getting off of blocks in the run. So again, there's no off-ball linebacker in this draft that I liked outside of Jahad Campbell. So
yeah,
it just makes what Howie Roseman did last night even better.
Yep.
But Bengals are actually drafting defensive players. Oh, Seahawks picked in. That was quick. Eagles are 14 away. So we're almost there. I'm looking for a trade up soon. I'm feeling a Howie trade up here at some point.
Who's he trading up for, Sam? Who's he trading
I don't
up
know.
for? Darius Alexander?
That or it could be Nick Scorton.
Oh, yeah.
I like Nick. Look, Nick Scorton, he was getting some late first round hype last night. I like the kid. He's 6'4", 280, but he can literally line up at edge or he can line up inside if you need him. So if you walk out of the first two picks of your draft with Jahad Campbell and Nick Scorton, it's literally two versatile weapons that Vic Fangio could put anywhere. Because the one thing about Scorton, he already has like a repertoire of pass rushing moves. Some of these guys don't come out of college with those. So definitely would not mind Nick Scorton being the pick here in round 2.
All right. See what happens.
They can also is there somebody else that's still out there that I like too? I don't want to say the name though because I don't like jinxing it.
Which position?
So, not saying.
Say it, Sam.
Not saying it. We will not be jinxing these picks.
We are.
Yeah, Clint, I agree. And honestly, it's not an insult to Schlesinger, but there's a huge drop-off just from Campbell to him. And that's not an insult to Schlesinger. Schlesinger has the potential to be easily, it could be the second best off-ball linebacker in this draft. But you're right. It was them two, and there was a huge talent line between them two. That's another crazy thing. Yep. We have another trade. This not the Seahawks, but the Panthers have traded up with the Broncos to 51. So we are moving here in the second round. All right. So far the Seahawks are going offensive line and safety. Do we see another? What side of the ball do we think they're attacking here?
You know what? Receiver.
Is it a receiver?
The departure of DK and Lockett. That's a lot of shoes to fill there. Smith and Jib is only one person.
They have Cooper Kupp.
They do have Cooper Kupp, but
they brought in Valdes-Scantling.
An aging veteran who has injury issues. Valdes-Scantling, I didn't hear you say that. I didn't hear you say that. That didn't just come out of your mouth. So let's actually look at some real options
Are you actually acknowledging that I didn't say that?
That's a canon event now. It did not happen. You didn't say that. Valdes-Scantling is not on the team.
All right, Panthers are trading 57 and 74 and 111 and a 2030 7th rounder to the Broncos for 51, 85, 122, and 208.
You know what?
I'm
putting in a prediction for the Seahawks. Not only wide receiver, they're going Jalen Noel, Iowa State. Get a deep threat for Sam Darnold. Because Smith and Jibba, he's a good route runner, so he's able to operate that intermediate part of the field. This kid Jalen Noel popped the top off the defense.
Anthony wants to know he wanted to choose the team calling for Pickens, and nobody in their right mind. That's too much of a headache.
Nobody in their right mind. Dude, I would not trade for Pickens. Never.
No, I don't want Pickens anywhere near my team. Okay, well, you were sort of right.
It was receiver. I picked the wrong one.
No, it is a pass catcher.
It's the guy who catches the ball. You know what?
That's the tight end that goes up the seam. So
I like that too.
That's a good pick. So I'm just going to go out on the limb to tell Howie Roseman, you better get something figured the hell out with Dallas Goedert.
Yeah. Well, hey, Gunnar Helm's still out there. I feel like once he's gone, I mean, Harold Fanning might be a project.
He's not
your
project.
Immediate answer. You can't say he's. You really think he's an immediate answer?
Duke put 117 footballs last year. The only thing he's not good at is blocking,
which we kind of like to have.
Okay, have Harrison Bryant block. What do you want me? What do you want from me?
Crumb.
Okay. Well, Grant Calcaterra is tight end 1 right now, so that's a problem. Led all tight ends with 17 yards per catch last year. The new look Seahawks are interesting, man. The Seahawks are a completely different team than what we saw a couple years ago. All right, let's see how the Panthers are going to ruin my night. All right, so they went Ted McMillan with their first round pick.
The Panthers select Kevin Winston Jr. We are Penn State.
Oh my God. I hate everything. I actually hate everything.
Oh, squirting, no.
You better pray. Azeez Ojulari better have 12 sacks next year. About 12.
Ah, man.
I mean, come on. You're 13 picks away. You can move up here. You're allowed to move up again, Howie. Come on.
Maybe he's still got people on his board and he doesn't want to give up more assets. Maybe he wants to keep these picks and not have to lose some picks.
So then why trade up one? Well, if that's the case, then why did we trade up one spot last night?
Because the Browns. Dude, if Cleveland went with that kid that they took, you know damn well Jihad Campbell was number 1 on their board for that off-ball linebacker position. You know it was them. They were the team that we had to stop.
Damn it, man. Scourt was such a versatile defensive lineman that I wanted. I'll tell you right now, Nick Scourton's way better than Shamar Stewart. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And he's got the production to show it. All right, Titans pick then. Let's see where they're going. Who are we taking off my board next, huh?
Oh, man, dude.
If anything, he's going to trade up within like 5 picks of his because that's not too much to give up.
All right, let's throw a curveball here. Shedeur Sanders.
That'd be great. Ah.
Oh, kid from UCLA.
I didn't do much work on Aladejo, so that's not really that's not breaking my heart. But hell, Titans get some edge help. They got rid of Harold Landry, so get a young athletic kid like Aladejo, 4.5 sacks last year, 13.5 tackles for loss, career highs. And now I know 4.5 sacks isn't world beating, but Aladejo moved from linebacker to edge rusher last year, so definitely a developmental piece, but that's a good pick for Tennessee.
A developmental piece in the second round?
He's only been an edge rusher for like a year or two. That's where I'm getting at here. Well, Tampa. All right, Tampa's probably going to take a defensive player because
Yeah, they already got a wide receiver.
I still can't believe they did that. We could probably be in the third round by now if we didn't do so many damn commercials.
Yeah. All right. Tight end or edge rusher? What are we looking at here?
Why? Well, why? Why do you? Look at Tyler. Why do you want me to be miserable?
Sam, the Eagles are not the only team in the NFL. They are not the only team that needs tight end help, edge rush help. Okay.
Take a look at what I'm. And another thing that people said, maybe the Eagles are starting to look at players that they don't visit with so it doesn't show their hand. Because that's the other thing the Eagles have a tendency to do.
Yeah.
Look at it. Tampa Bay was fourth in the league in scoring last year, and they added Emeka Ibuka to that. Like, are you kidding me?
And now they might add Gunnar Helm.
Oh my God, Tyler, knock it off. You deserve Grant Calcaterra to be your tight end one next year. You deserve it.
No, I don't want to.
Well,
I mean, he's not. I'm not sold yet. I would be worried putting all my eggs in that basket of him being tight end one. Could he possibly be tight end one? I don't know. But I'm not ready to just go out and. Technical difficulties.
No, it's called you booted me because I booted you because you just came out with one of the most outlandish statements in the world.
And then you tried to bring me back, and I booted you, and you booted me.
That was fun.
Get back on your side.
All right. So now we've knocked off the whole draft tree. Now we're going to the full-fledged commercial. Lovely.
Great.
Gotta love it. We're getting laughs out of Carol. We're cracking Carol up. Oh, we're back already. Let's go. All right, let's see where Tampa goes here. All right. Finally, Tampa's back. Oh, oh boy.
Ooh. Cornerback Notre Dame.
I ain't gonna lie, the hip injury caused him to drop, but healthy. Oh, that is one heck of a pick for the Bucks. That is a heck of a pick for Tampa Bay. I did do my homework on him. I did like him a lot. I think he has a lot of he honestly has a lot of his game kind of reminds me of Will Johnson, but that hip injury is a little concerning.
Yep.
Not too upset with that one.
Now I'm still surprised that kid at East Carolina, Siobhan Rebel's still on the board.
Coming off a torn ACL, I'm good.
Yeah.
So Tampa drafts well. You gotta give them credit. They draft well. Getting Ibuka last night, Morrison today. All right. Well, Eagles are up here in what, 10 picks? Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. And that's why I didn't have to wait 10 more picks, but apparently we're sleeping today.
He hasn't seen anything he liked. Or everyone hung the phone up on him and said, no, we're not the Titans. Go away.
Oh, it's the Packers pick. We got to do a bunch of talking. All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Jordy said, I didn't know that was him.
Wow, they really are bringing back all the old hits.
Greg Jennings anywhere around? Where's Jermichael Finley at?
Oh, no.
Ryan Grant, anybody? Ah. The Packers are going with some offensive line help.
Ah. They're trying to recreate the push.
Yeah. That'd be kind of funny.
Now they just got to draft another quarterback.
They're going to prepare for Jordan Love's exit way before they did with Aaron Rodgers. Biggest weakness, he struggles versus speed. Oh, you're in the wrong league for that, buddy. In the wrong league for that. All right. So Belton goes to the Packers. Chargers are up next. What do we think? Chargers? What do we think the Chargers are looking at here? I mean, they added Hampton. Do they go with another weapon? Do the Chargers try to get another weapon for Justin Herbert here?
Oh man, another team that could take him. Sam, don't make me say the name. Don't make me say it.
I like how you think Gunnar Helms is a second round talent. I didn't even have Ferguson as a second round talent. I had Ferguson as a third round talent.
Yeah, but with what's left out there, I'm sure Harbaugh would love to get his hands on a tight end who could catch and block.
Yeah, I mean the pick. I'll give the picks now. They are flying. Oh, well,
wide receiver.
They go Trey Harris out of Ole Miss. There you go. Get a weapon for Justin Herbert.
Yeah, losing Palmer. Honestly, Palmer's not the greatest, but you still had a hole. I know he's gone, but like you had a hole there. Granted, it was an easier hole to fill, but that's a good pick.
You needed to get another wide receiver, especially on the outside. Let Ladd McConkey run all over the middle of the field. You're going to run the ball with Amari Hanson and Najee Harris. That's a solid pick for the Chargers.
Yep.
Right? 9 picks away for the Birds. Well, 8 now, technically. Lions just traded up to 57, so the Bears pick is in, and the Lions are picking next.
Man, these teams are moving.
Must be nice.
Sam, why must you be upset all the time?
I just want to. I got a lot of defensive players that left my team. I need some help, okay? I got a tight end who wants more money that I can't pay. The only guy that I really don't see them going with is Mike Green. There are too many off-field issues with him for my comfort level. All right, Broncos trade 57 and 230. All right, hold on. Broncos trade 57 and 230 to the Lions for 60 and 130. The moves keep on a coming. All right, so Tyler, are you confident in the Chargers' new look under Jim Harbaugh? Are we fans of how they're building their team finally?
There's still a question mark. I feel like every year, it's the same thing. The only reason why I have more hope is because of who the coach is. But they're getting in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, they addressed running back.
They addressed the offensive line last year with Joe O, and they signed Mekhi Becton this year.
Yep.
Which still hurts me to this day. All right, so
who do the Bears go with?
I would take a shot on whatever offensive tackle's available. You know, take a chance on like a developmental piece for Ben Johnson. You've kind of already established everything else.
How about that kid from Boston College? He started 10 games at left tackle in 2022 and 24 games the last 2 seasons at right tackle.
Maybe.
He's 6'8" too. I think he's like the tallest player in the draft.
That is a large man. Anthony, all eyes will be on what the Raiders do next. Because there's still chances of I keep hearing Sanders to the Raiders, even with Gino's extension. So it could still be something interesting to keep an eye on. Oh my, that's a Bears fan, all right. The Bears took Luther Burden with their last pick, didn't they?
Wait, who took him?
The Bears. That was their last selection, right?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Oh my God! Look who it is.
Who is it?
Are you not watching TV? Do you not watch what's happening?
I might be behind you, Samuel.
Look who's announcing their pick.
I'm not there yet.
Well, you're really Well, it's Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh my God.
If Roman Reigns just came out and speared him right now, it'd be the greatest draft ever. I can't wait for Steph's weekly I hate football tweets every time the Bears lose. All right, Steph, can you shut up and just announce the pick now?
Thank you, Georgie.
Georgie's also saying he's just catching up. He's mad because he said the Browns took the wrong Ohio State running back.
I don't know about that. Oh, dear God.
All right, Steph, this isn't a heel promo. Let's go.
Oh, dear God.
Damn, Tyler.
There it is.
You called it.
You know what? They might use him on the side in WWE as a bodyguard.
All right, so Clint said, funny story, Junkins wasn't in the room when the Browns called him. His mom ended up answering the call.
Yeah, I just saw the video. She had to answer the call.
Tony, your phone's ringing. You want me to answer it? Yeah, damn it, I'm getting drafted.
Imagine you miss out on getting drafted because you don't answer the phone.
That would be one of the worst.
Is that actually a thing? What if you don't want to be to a team and they call you, you just don't answer?
All right, Lions pick is in. Eagles are up here in a few moments, about 7 picks away. All right. You think Lions What do you think the Lions are looking at here?
Lions. Let's see. They got a good pick in Tyleik Williams.
It's Dan Campbell, so you know he's probably going to take an offensive lineman.
No. I'm going to say
Fancy, that'd be hilarious.
Jordan Burch, edge rusher, Oregon.
Oh, you think they're go with an edge?
They still got to get some more talent on the edge. Because that's got to be hurting them from what happened last year. Inability to get pressure when Aiden Hutchinson went down.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Clint just said he thinks they're going to go Mike Green. Yo. If Mike Green is the pick, the Lions may have just grabbed like the second best edge rusher in the class. I keep forgetting Mike Green is available. You think the Lions take a shot on Green, or we think those issues are just...
Nope. I don't see a team taking a chance on him until like the 4th round, where the pick could possibly be like, all right, if it doesn't work out, we lose a 4th.
Good point. Anthony, what you doing in Newark for a weekend?
What's going on up there?
All right, let's see what the Lions do here. Oh, yeah. Well, I should have saw that coming.
They took the second biggest player in the draft this year.
Tate Ratledge. That's a large human being.
Yeah. You got that.
Oh, that may have been a possible Eagles target because they need some right guard help. So, but you know what? I'm not. Okay, it is what it is. I like Tate Ratledge too.
Yeah. You think it's a little early for him?
Maybe by about 5 to 6 picks. But look at the team he's going to. Clint, it goes by the name of domestic violence. That's all I'm going to say.
No, not even that. Worse.
Is it worse?
Two separate instances of certain kind of assault.
Oh boy.
Not throwing hands assault.
All right, let's see. You think the Raiders go? Oh, it's Wisniewski.
Oh, wow. All right, Las Vegas. A wide receiver wouldn't hurt them. It really wouldn't. I know this is the pick that everyone keeps mentioning about Shedeur.
Is it Shedeur?
I doubt it.
Wow.
They went receiver.
I ain't trusting a TCU wide receiver,
Now,
though.
I was just going to say, I can never say I trust a TCU wide receiver.
Better alone a white wide receiver from TCU. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, look, they needed another wide receiver outside Jacoby Myers, so it makes sense. I don't know much about him. I don't watch TCU. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Tate Ratledge kind of looks like Dominic Mysterio if he had like 1,000 chicken tenders a day.
Did you just say 1,000 chicken tenders a day?
Damn right I did.
That's wild.
All right, Ravens. What are we thinking here? Do you think offensive line for the Ravens? They always address it.
They do. I still feel like they need to do some work on the defensive side, though.
Well, we're gonna see. Well, the good news is Tyler's that the Eagles are up in about 4 picks, so
Yeah.
until this SOB trades out and I get pissed off. Yeah, so Raiders grab some wide receiver help. That's definitely needed. Okay, I will not lie. Jack Beach already has more aura than Jalen Rager ever did. I'll tell you that right now. So there's the Raiders' offense. You got Beach. They've added Raheem Mostert. They draft Ashton Genty, and they have Brock Bowers. And they have Jacoby Myers, which for some reason they didn't put on the screen there, which makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, Jack Beach easily more aura than Jalen Rager ever did. All right, so next up we got the Ravens and the Broncos again. Wonder if the Eagles try to call the Broncos and move up because the Broncos have already moved back like twice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised though with Denver trading back. I know they're trying to accumulate future assets, but I like to try to get you some weapons around Bo Nix, unless they really think that they can try to build some of the guys they have around them, which also is not a problem. But all right, so the Ravens went Starks in round 1. Where do you think they go here?
I think they go.
Okay, time's up.
Trey Amos.
Oh, why do you hate me?
Corner Ole Miss.
You really don't like me at all, do you? You really don't like me.
Sam, you can't have everybody. We went over this.
But we're not going to have anybody.
We went over this 20 minutes ago. We went over this 50 minutes ago. We went over this an hour ago. We went over this 2 hours
Stop
ago.
picking my guys then. I'm picking on my guys. Pick the guys I don't care about.
It seems like the entire draft board's your guy.
No, not really.
How about you make a list of who isn't your guy, and I'll pick from that list. All right, Sam? Will that make you happy?
Okay.
Make a list of people who aren't your guys, and I'll pick from that list. Please, no. I want Darius Alexander to be on the board, Clint, when the Eagles are there. I feel like he could be a better version of Milton Williams.
I forgot Michael Pierce did retire. Michael Pierce was a large man.
He was. I don't think Alexander's the exact replacement for Michael Pierce.
So I don't think he's that large of a man.
Big nose tackle, run stuffer. Darius Alexander isn't that. Now let's see who's still on the board. Shamar Turner's still on the board. He's a bit better of a run stopper.
Yeah. Surprised that Ferguson went that early to the Rams still.
Yeah, I know. That shocked me. You know who the steal of the draft's going to be, Sam? Whoever drafts Tonka Hemingway.
Conka. Ezraku to the Cowboys still burn. I love Ezraku as a player.
Yeah, well, I know it burned when they drafted Micah, too, so.
Yes and no, because I got Devontae Smith in that draft.
Well, now you got Jahad Campbell in this draft.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying it. I love Jahad Campbell. Remember, when we were sitting here last night, Ezraku was still there, but I said the pick has got to be either him or Jahad Campbell. It had to be.
Yep.
Darius Alexander. And, Eagles Twitter's going like, the biggest drop off after this round is offensive line. You take one here. No, you can't just take it because of Staley. You got to take a defender. You cannot ignore your defense.
Yeah, because honestly, forget the drop off. They can take a guy still in like the third, fourth round. And Stalin will make him a starter.
I'm sorry. When was your starting left tackle taken again?
What was that? 7th round?
And what football did he play before that?
Rugby, Australia.
There are plenty of day 3 offensive linemen that we could get some value out of. Any day now. Can the Ravens just make this pick any day now? Here we go. I thought that was a Haloti Nada for a second. Oh, it's Jason Brown, even worse. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't take too much into that draft scene at home. Wouldn't put too much into that. Good player, shitty human being.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with him.
Yeah.
The Browns took a chance on somebody.
Well, Baltimore is always, honestly, they're decent with guys with their character. I hope he's look. The guy's a top 10 talent in this draft. It's not even a doubt. Same thing with Will Johnson. They got now even more. Now I'm mad because the damn Ravens got him and Malachi Stark. So there's 2 All Pros coming to you right there. So,
Yep.
But like I said, great player, top tier talent, not the greatest human being. So we'll have to wait and see how that works. I hope I'm wrong. The kid's talented.
Yeah, talent's there.
All right, is Denver actually going to? Oh, Denver's pick is in. So, all right, what do you think? What are we thinking about Denver here?
Oh, Denver. Kid from Georgia Center. He's still on the
Honestly,
board.
You know who I want to see that? I want to see the Commanders take Wilson. They need to fix that interior up.
They do. But they're not on the clock.
Ooh. Broncos had a running back. I like that pick for Denver. I like RJ Harvey's game a little bit. I'm surprised he went here. So
definitely a unique back. You don't see many of those smaller 5'8" backs nowadays.
I'll tell you right now. But guess what? If you add, but the one guy I have in this draft is Kyle Monangai, a running back from Rutgers. The kid's only 5'9", 200 pounds. So, Anthony, have you not learned by the team that just flat 55 on you?
You know, we haven't asked Anthony the question. Anthony, what do you want them to draft?
Wants a defensive player. He wants any type of a defensive player. That is what he wants.
Let's see. Who does he want?
We can confirm that Shedeur Sanders. We can now confirm that Shedeur Sanders will not be a second-round pick.
Yep.
All right, let's see what the Commanders go here. Oh, knock it off. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, man.
Well, Anthony, you got a corner. You got Trey Amos. Congratulations. That's a good pick. It's a really good pick.
Yep, there you go. You got a shot at stopping A.J. Brown now.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close, buddy. Hey, be careful. He did go to A.J. Brown's alma mater. He did go to Ole Miss. You know what? I wonder what Chicago's thinking here.
Anthony, this is progress for them, all right? You got to be excited.
Okay, listen to this real quick. RJ Harvey last year at UCF, 1,577 yards and 22 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's a damn good pick. I like the RJ Harvey pick. It's a little higher than I expected, but when you like a guy, you like the guy.
Thanks, Booger.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks, Tyler. All right, so we can confirm here that Shedeur Sanders will not be taken in the first 2 rounds of the NFL draft. That's so much we can confirm.
Man.
And by the way, now,
has failed.
3 AFC West teams now have drafted running backs. The Chargers took Hampton, the Raiders took Genty, the Broncos took Harvey. Kansas City, you know what to do. That's a good that's a good pick for the Commanders. They get Trey Amos, a guy that you get out on the outside. I mean, look, your division is loaded with talent. I mean, Cowboys have CeeDee Lamb. Eagles have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Giants have Malik Neighbors. You got to get some. The only way to do that is to get some corners that can help with those guys. So Trey Amos, good pick. Really good pick. All right, Tyler, where do we think the Bears are going here? Do you think they got running back?
Now would be a good time for him to, wouldn't it? Is it Scattaboo?
I think we're a little too high.
Sampson?
Dylan Sampson's another guy. Caleb Johnson's another guy.
You know, I honestly think they hold off right now on running back. I'm worried who they take on the defensive side of the ball. I think they go D-line. I don't know if they eye Alexander or Birch.
It won't be a damn show on Monday with the rate we're going. Because now you're pissing me off.
Hell, even the kid from Michigan, Josiah Stewart, might be a little early for him. But the Bears are pulling out shockers so far.
You just want me to piss off at Howie Roseman tonight.
Get mad at every team, Sam. Every team.
Getting mad that all this talent dropped off the board so quick.
Yes, Sam. It's called the NFL Draft. Welcome.
Yeah. It's called Keely Ringo and Sidney Brown are starting next year.
Sam, you know they're going to go out and get Justin Simmons.
That's all, unless they draft one in the next 2 rounds. That's almost a guarantee. But that's only
unless if they draft one in the 3rd round, I think. Because I think even by the 4th round, I still think you would go out and get Justin Simmons.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. So, look, 2 guys that I look for in the 4th round, Jalen Reed, Malachi Moore. They could potentially be starting safeties with development. You still need to add Justin Simmons. All right, well, the Bears went O-line their last pick.
They've went all offense so far. It's going to be defense this pick. And I'm worried because there's some names on there. And I think we're going to lose another one of the guys we were hoping for, Sam. Maybe the Bears will pull a Bears and they'll take the kid Revel.
That's not. Órale. Órale. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God, who is this guy?
Oh, have you not seen who it is?
No, I know, but I'm like, speed it up, man.
Yeah,
Speed it up. Shamar
you
Turner.
added great. Yep, no, they're loading up, man. They added Grady Jarrett. They've Dennis Allen's getting a lot of freaking that Bears. The Bears have easily one of the most talented rosters in the league. Because Turner, in my eyes, which is such a, I mean that Texas A&M defensive line last year was loaded.
Yeah.
All I'm telling you right now, let this son of a bitch trade out. Let him. Let more talent drop off the board.
He's not trading now. Stop it.
He's done it before. But all right, I will give you that. He doesn't trade out of the second round a lot. He does, because this is usually where he hits. He's been better in the first round, but his second round picks, even when he was not drafted well in the first, he was killing it. All right, let's see what the Chiefs doing here. They got to take a running back. Keep the team.
I don't think they're going to
take.
I don't think they take Darius Alexander. The Chiefs, that is.
No, they're taking Omar Norman-Lott, another one of the damn defensive linemen I had.
Okay. I think, Sam, my prediction is Darius Alexander to the Eagles.
No, he better.
And I'm totally fine with that.
All right. Eagles on the clock, 64. What do we do?
I want to see that picking quick. I want to know that they got someone that they were eyeing on the board.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe.
Stop it.
A lot of talent on that board. A lot of talent on that board. Picks in.
That didn't take long.
Okay, so somebody that he liked. Maybe. I mean, Norman-Lott, I had Norman-Lott going in the third round, so that's the problem. A lot of my third round guys are going because guys are taking them in the second.
No, Clint, don't spoil it. I'm not looking at the chat.
No, yeah, Clint, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I don't want to be spoiled. I'm not looking at Twitter. I'm looking at a draft big board. I'm just looking at the board on what's available. Darius Alexander's still there. They're going to take Jarrett Wilson, aren't they? They're going to take Jarrett Wilson, aren't they? Got some safety still on the board. There's still a lot of talent on the board here. So the Eagles, clearly, there's still someone there that they like. How do you respond after getting Jahad Campbell? I just love it. Seattle's loading up. I'll tell you that right now. Tyler, what's your thoughts on what I said? What if it was Jarrett Wilson?
Is he a guy that can play anywhere on the interior?
Who are you talking about right now?
Jarrett Wilson.
I'm not.
He started 1 year at Georgia.
All right, well, wait, real quick. I just can confirm
to the position.
I can confirm that the Eagles did not draft Shedeur Sanders, just so you know. In case anyone need to clarify for that, Shedeur Sanders will not be a Philadelphia Eagle. Just so everyone is aware of that, the Eagles will not be taking a quarterback, hopefully, unless it's Jalen Milrow. I'm telling you, man.
Sam,
You never know.
Shut it. All right, so they'll draft Jared Wilson. We're moving Jurgens back to right guard.
No, you're not. Wilson can play right guard. I don't care what you say. Excuse me. All right, can we hurry this up?
Got to get those ads in.
Yeah, my God. We're at 64. It's 9:30. I'll give them credit. I mean, we're rolling pretty decent here. It's Honey Bobo. All right.
Who?
Bo Allen.
Oh.
What?
Ooh. Sam.
Yeah, remember the last play against Arizona State? Remember who made it? This man just drafted a safety. I don't know what part of my mind forgot about Andrew Makuba.
I think people had lower grades on him.
I don't know about that. Howie Rose. Well, he was second among Power 4 safeties in PFF this past year. Howie Roseman addresses the secondary. They go with Andrew Makuba, the safety from Texas. Oh, Howie Roseman say, hey, I'm going to just load up my defense with more young talent while I'm at it.
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned. I'm chilling now.
Now you're happy, Sam.
I totally forgot about Makuba. I'm not going to lie.
Now Sam's happy. All right, now, Howie, make the trade back in. Darius Alexander. Let's go. Do it.
Well, they do have a pick in the third round, so.
I know.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be there.
Oh, yeah. Brian, that's a good pick. Makuba's a good pick. That's another guy. Him and Jahdae Barron were the captains of that Texas Longhorn defense in the secondary. They were playmakers all year.
Yeah.
There were other safeties there, yes. Watts was there. There is a lot of concern with his tackling. I know they said Makuba has a little inconsistent at tackling, but in my opinion, he's a better tackler than Watts. Winston was there. I guess they didn't feel like they wanted to risk taking him off the injury. Makuba's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the injury scared them out of it because Winston, I think, was the more talented player. But
yeah,
obviously, the Eagles know this the best. You need available players, not the more talented ones. All right, they're addressing holes.
Here's your C.J. Gardner-Johnson replacement.
Yeah, good playmaker. So now the question's going to be, do they still look to bring in Simmons on a 1-year deal?
You may need to find some interior defensive line help on a 1-year deal at this point.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the draft's not over.
Clint, CJ was traded to Houston in the beginning of free agency.
Yeah.
All right, so from what we're right now, you're shoring up the middle of your defense. You go Makuba here in round 2. You went Campbell round 1. Round 3, I'm going to burst everyone's bubble. They're taking an offensive lineman, and you're just going to be upset. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Giants on the clock. Where do they go here, Sam?
Can we just get to the point? Can we just go to the point where we just start putting the picks on the screen like in round 7 when nobody cares anymore?
Yes, it just flashes, just boom, boom, boom. Yeah, 3rd round. We don't need walkouts anymore. We don't need announcements. Just put on screen.
Yep, there goes that pipe dream.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jinx it. But when I was looking at their needs and I saw defensive tackle, I was like, damn, what if they pair him with Abdul Carter?
Guess what?
What?
I'm mad again. Oh, Brian, that's an open competition now.
Yeah, that is not a guarantee.
Oh no, Sidney Brown and Andrew Makuba are bowing out for that. No, Makuba's a good pick. That's a good pick. And Darius Alexander's a good pick for the Giants still. Pissed off at it. Giants are loading up that defensive line.
They are. They are.
All right, so Makuba, another guy the Eagles had multiple interviews with during the pre-draft process. Somebody did say there was a 0.0% chance that Vic Fangio was going to deal with Sidney Brown being one of his starting safeties.
Honestly, man, from what we saw from Sidney Brown last year and how he was utilized, I don't think Fangio likes him.
I don't either. Brian, you can never have too many defensive linemen. And Clint, yeah, Alexander, Lawrence, Carter, and you're forgetting Burns and Thibodeaux. So yeah, just a little back things with Makuba. Only again another young kid, only 22 years of age. Another young kid, 3rd team All SEC in 2024, ran a 4.45 at the combine. Oh yeah, Brian, that is true. When it is time to pay them all, that is going to be funny.
Yup.
All right. The Eagles they're definitely shoring up that defense. I mean, I can't be upset with these first 2 picks. These are really good picks.
Brian brings up a good point. Or Milroe's still on the board. Wasn't Milroe one of their guys?
I thought Milroe was their guy from the start.
So they're both on the board here. They fell this far. 3rd round. I think it's a safe pick at the 3rd round.
And let me just once again explain to everyone. I tried to explain this weeks ago. The way this draft is falling, it is exactly telling you what the Eagles think of Moro Ojomo.
I was going to say that earlier because, like, I know I heard your comment earlier about we're going to need to sign a lot of 1-year deals for the D-line. Moro Ojomo showed a lot of potential last year. They're very high on him. He's going to fill that Milton Williams role. we need someone to now fill the Mario Jama role. So
And
why did that guy need to be a second or first round pick?
Yeah.
He didn't need to be.
Ojomo was a 7th rounder.
Exactly. They're going to find these guys. I trust the scouts that they have in the building.
I do too. And Brian, if Shedeur Sanders goes undrafted, this was the league sending them a message. That's all I'm going to say.
That's not going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. Jerry Jones won't let that happen. Jerry Jones will take him in the 7th round.
Yeah, Brian, the next year's QB class is a lot stronger than that. Makuba's biggest strength is elite coverage instincts. Oh, boy.
Love that.
That was a good pick.
I like it. I do.
Now go draft the tight end and get called back.
Will Gunnar Helm continue to fall? At least far enough. Far enough.
Too bad he's falling right after we pick Harold Fanning.
I mean, I like the kid too.
All right. The issue is I have a higher grade on Fanning just because of how great of a year he had at Bowling Green. Brian, yes, but no idiot in their right mind is drafting Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh's ass is going undrafted.
Oh, yeah. Is his brother actually even in the draft?
Do you want to hear another really interesting stat?
What?
Andrew Makuba had 18 passes defended and 0 penalties in his final 26 college games.
Wow. Oh, Sam. There goes your pipe dream, buddy.
I had to freaking bring him up.
You had to say it.
Oh,
you should have just went along with the Gunnar Helm. You should have went along with
now,
it.
Wait. I may consider calling the Browns about David Njoku. Because, damn it, now I'm upset. Again. The Lions are trading up to 70. Now, see, this is the weird part of the draft where everybody starts trading up like 2 picks before. This is where it gets really weird.
I like what the Browns have done with this draft, where they're like, we need to rebuild and revamp. They're trying to get out with the old.
The Browns are having a great draft, and I'm pissed off again. That's such a good pick. I love Harold Fanning Jr. All right, what are the Raiders here? All right, now the Raiders are going to go Gunnar Helm. The Raiders are going to take Gunnar Helm now. Piss us both off. I got another good stat for you after they announced this pick. Absolutely, Clint. Great pick.
So far, if I had to give out draft grades, I say Cleveland so far is winning the draft.
Cleveland's having a very good draft.
Now, granted, we still don't know who's going to be the legit starting quarterback for them. But aside from that, they've had a great draft.
Oh, you want to hear this one real quick? Andrew Makuba only allowed 74 yards on 401 coverage snaps in 2024.
Wow.
401 coverage snaps, and he only allowed 74 freaking yards. Okay. I got to say, these are two very good picks.
We're going to have the no-fly zone in Philly.
I think we may. All right, you know what? There's no tight ends left. Draft Scatterbo. Make him a tight end. Make him this short-ass tight end.
What do you mean no tight ends left?
I'm just kidding. No, look, Makuba's a good pick. Andrew Makuba's a good pick. You walk out of this draft, two SEC players that were the best in their position. You're loading up the middle of your defense again. You're adding great talent to a nucleus of Quinyon Mitchell, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Cooper DeJean. Like, you're adding to that nucleus. Oh, sweet Lord. Well, if you have Seth Rollins, I guess you have to have this.
Oh, no. What am I preparing myself for? What's going to happen?
You'll see.
Oh, no. Oh, brother.
But I want to go back. I want to go back to Clint's pick comment about the Browns. Yeah, Clint, that's a great pick. Harold Fanning's a great pick in that round. He was easily he was honestly one of my 5 favorite tight ends in this draft class. So I gotta give the Browns credit. They're having a great weekend. There we go. Ah.
All right. Wide receiver.
Patriots getting a weapon
Not
for Drake May.
Favorite wide receiver on the board. But okay.
Oh yeah, Clint. Look, we went to Penn State and Bowling Green last season. Harold Fanning ripped apart Tom Allen's defense the entire day, and then he followed it up the next week and ripped apart A&M's defense, which was also pretty good. The kid is a wide receiver in a tight end's body, and I just keep hearing. You know what it is going to hurt Tyler. You know the name they keep saying is Antonio Gates.
For Fanning?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mr. Gunnar Helm.
Hey, I don't care at this point because guess what? We didn't get Tyler Warren. Okay?
Okay. No,
because guess what?
Better.
In another 20 years, we're going to be talking about who's going to be the next Tyler Warren. All right?
No,
we're not going to be talking about
better,
the next
remember?
Antonio Gates. We're not going to be talking about the next Tony Gonzalez. We're going to be talking about the next Tyler Warren.
Nah, it's Colton Loveland, man.
Get out of here.
Anthony said New England is building an offense. Yeah, they're off to a hot, good start. Clint said Stefanski said he wants to use more 2 tight end sets. Well, you got 2 good ones now. No, Anthony, New England does not believe it's all wide receivers. All right, Lions are back on the clock here.
All right, Lions center, the kid from Georgia. He's fell far enough. They're taking him here.
Well, they already took Ratledge.
But Ratledge isn't a center, is he?
They don't need a center, do they?
Do they not?
Let's see. Interesting. Very interesting. The Lions go wide receiver.
Huh.
Kind of an interesting pick. Well, All right, Tyler. New Orleans is up here. Are we again here to see Shedeur Sanders, or is this just gonna keep going?
Oh, no. They already took the kid from Louisville. They're not drafting
Oh,
Shedeur
yeah.
also. They're not drafting Shedeur also. They would have drafted Shedeur earlier if they were going to take him. They chose already.
Anthony wants to know what's the point of an autograph from the NFL commissioner? Nothing.
Yeah. Basically.
All right, Saints pick is in. All right, yeah. I'm still mad about Darius Alexander going to the Giants.
Yeah.
Wonder if Howie pulls off a trade tomorrow, maybe for a defensive lineman that's like in the league already. There's still a couple guys there is still a couple guys that I could still see later on. If let me go to my list here. There's still some there's still a lot of edge rushers on my list that I still have too. But all right, Alexander, Sanders, Turner's gone, Alfred Collins. I mean, CJ West is another guy that can make a lot of sense from Indiana. Jordan Phillips is another one, but he's has a big development piece right there. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But I can't be upset with these two picks. You can't be upset with this. Jahad Campbell was the best player at 31. He was a top 10 talent in the draft. You get an off-ball linebacker for the future, and now you get Andrew Makuba, who's going to solidify your safety position because the kid is a player. The kid's a playmaker.
Yep.
You can't get upset with those picks. What's that? Look at that. Throw that over the Harold Fanning pick yet. That still hurts me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But they could easily go with Gunnar Helm. They could go with the kid from Notre Dame.
Kid from Notre Dame isn't bad.
No. The only reason that he's not getting the attention that the others are is, no offense, I don't know what happened with Riley Leonard, but he was not the most consistent passer of the football last year. So it kind of takes away what they were doing. I am surprised that Xavier Watts is still on the board. And I'm surprised that a safety that has all those interceptions is still on the board. All right, can we hurry this along, please? Think maybe. I mean, they went Banks. They took the kid out of Louisville. So
I say get another weapon.
yeah, because I don't trust the health of Olave.
Georgie, all these commercials and just time they waste. They need to get to these picks. Oh, there it is.
Another defensive tackle off the board.
Yep. Texas. Vernon Broughton.
Yeah. So that was Collins' running mate. Yeah, George, we're chilling here. It's just there's all these damn commercials. Like we honestly could be halfway through round 3 if they would just stop with the damn commercial.
Oh yeah.
And the Eagles pick 96. I'm hoping they trade up. But honestly, I hate to say it, there ain't many tight ends I like here in round 3, and I don't know how the defensive tackle list is looking. There's still some really solid edge rushers. So,
all right.
On the Eagles, I may have to.
What does Buffalo look to do here? Do they look to now add another wide receiver?
They could.
They haven't addressed it yet.
Fact. I have another fun stat for you. Andrew Makuba did not visit the Eagles during the pre-draft process.
Wow.
He did have two. He did have 2 meetings with them early in the process at the combine, but he never came over. He never had a top 30 visit. Oh, thank God. This is actually a pick I'm glad happened.
Landon Jackson.
I'm not a big Landon Jackson guy. Great run defender, not much of a pass rusher. Don't let the highlights fool you. That's great. I'm not a Landon Jackson guy. Yeah, there's a missed tackle, so. But you know what? They added another edge. They added to another edge rusher opposite of Bosa, who also is getting suspended for the start of the season. So, Jackson, T.J. Sanders, Maxwell Harrison, that's a pretty decent draft haul for the Bills. I'll give them the credit. Yeah, right, George. Yeah, fill-in game while we're freaking just sitting here. Jets pick is if the picks just start flying in like this, I'm cool. But yeah, so Howie Roseman has drafted 2 players this weekend that he did not have a top 30 visit with. John Abraham. Oh, God. Wow, they go with Thomas, the corner out of Florida State. Well, there's your Reed replacement, essentially. Yeah. You brought him up the other day, didn't you, Tyler?
Yeah, Azariah Thomas. He's a solid player. Big frame, got some speed to him.
I like that, big and rangy. What does that even mean, big and rangy?
Big and rangy.
I'm big and I'm rangy.
Like I said, tall and speed, big and rangy.
Big and rangy. I'm going to start using that for every trip. Next year during my film study, I'm going to just put big and rangy for every prospect. See how many I'm right on.
A special segment, Sam's big and rangy list.
Hey, here's a running back who's 5'6", 112 pounds. He's big and rangy, though. That's great. George has a trivia question for you. What round was Randall Cunningham drafted and what year? Oh, shit.
I have no idea.
Second round, 1987.
I knew Sam would know.
Stab at. I don't know. I'm taking a stab
that was a guess.
Taking a stab at it. second round, 1987 is a decent guess. All right. What do we think? You think Denver gets a pass catcher here?
I mean, you've been calling for it since the first round.
I'm surprised they haven't. But again,
what do they need right now? Could they target Gunnar Helm?
Oh, good. Get out. Get out of here now. No, I'm tired of
Gunnar Helm. I like Jalen Knoll. He's still on the board.
All right, so George said wrong year, correct round. So second round.
I'm gonna go 85. Second round.
Second round, 1985. Interesting. Oh, dear Lord. What a great time. What a great time for that. Get out of here.
Oh, man. Wow. I finished your alley-oop, Sam.
There you go. You got it, Tyler. You had to finish the story for me. See what I did there?
Okay, Sammy Rose.
Yeah, no.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Alrighty. All right, so Broncos are like I said to the people, the Broncos need a pass catcher. They have not addressed it yet, but they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't addressed what a pass catcher, whether it was a tight end or a wide receiver. Like they have decent weapons, but I'm not completely sure why they've taken this long. I like the running back they got. They added Ingram in free agency, yes, but I don't know. Wide receivers are a little lacking to me. So, see what could happen here. Maybe a wide receiver. Maybe they go Gunnar Helm. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And once again, Fedor Sanders is still on the board. This is getting very interesting. All right, Broncos pick is up. Let's see where they go here. Oh, dear. Super Bowl 32 jokes. That's always original. Oh, there they go. They get their wide receiver. They go with Pat Bryant out of Illinois. Had a really good year. 54 catches, 984 yards, 10 touchdowns, 6'2", 204. Broncos finally add their pass catcher. Valid pick. Very interesting. Wonder if Sean Payton will turn that into something. All right, George, what are your Niners doing here at 75? They're going to add another defensive front line player to solid defense? Oh my God, Clint! No way. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be great.
Oh, they go to linebacker. Missed 7 games last year with a knee issue. 140 tackles, though, in 2023, was 7th in FBS. 5'11", 221. That's a little small for a linebacker. But Robert Saleh wants, Robert Saleh gets. So that's a very interesting pick. Niners just continue to load up that front seven.
Oh, yeah.
Alfred Collins, Michael Williams. 2 very good damn picks, still.
Wait, did I miss it? Who took the kid from Georgia?
Look here from Georgia.
The center.
Nobody.
Oh, he's still on there. Never mind.
That was he's still out there.
The wrong tab. He's falling kind of far, is he not?
What's that?
He's falling kind of far, is he not?
I'm surprised. Now, if Dallas was smart, they'd take him right here.
Yeah.
Or they take Shedeur.
Like, I thought he was going to be like an early second round, like mid-second round.
That's what I had him as a grade on. Maybe the Cowboys take him or Shedeur.
Oh, God.
Please take Shedeur.
Take Shedeur, finish the story.
Oh.
They take... Oh, man.
Take a gamble on Siobhan Revel Jr.
Do they really want to be taking gambles?
With 2 corners that are already banged up?
Exactly.
So.
All right.
That's solid value there if he's healthy. There's Jerry again. We won the Super Bowl back in 1984. Panthers are up here at 77. Short said no, he wants Sanders to sit through tomorrow. Oh, my God.
Wow.
It's Chuba Hubbard. No, another edge rusher off the board going to the Panthers. Oh, there he is, Tyler. Another big and rangy guy.
Big and rangy.
Big and rangy, baby. Man. Gotta love those big and rangy players. Gotta love the old big and rangy. All right, Eagles are up here at about 19 picks. So, Here we got Arizona. They're going to load their defense up even more, probably. But yeah, I can't.
Does Arizona keep going defense here with an edge rusher, or they go wide receiver?
The pick's already in, so. No, like they could address some type of a wide receiver here, but they're having a great freaking start so far when it comes to their defense. So I mean, why not keep loading it up? Now there's people, man. Now we got all right. Here's the best one. We don't like Maku because of his frame. Oh yeah, because a frame for a safety matter.
Or Thomas.
Come here, River. That's all right. He'll have 4 interceptions his rookie year. Nobody will remember what a thing they said tonight.
Yep.
You got 2 top-end defensive players in this draft. Makuba's a great pick. I actually have Makuba as my safety 4 in this draft. I had him behind Winston, Starks, and Watts. I was never a Nick Emenwari guy. Oh, he's a great athlete. Great. That's awesome. So happy to hear he's a good athlete. Is he a good football player? Once again, people really are having a hard time to point out if you're a good athlete or a good football player.
Well, Sam, if he turns out to be a great football player, you better be ready to apologize.
Oh, I will. Oh, yeah, he's got to be because he's going to Seattle. They're putting the Legion back together. You got him, Reek Woolen, Witherspoon. They're putting the whole thing back together over there. On the whole kit and caboodle back together over there. We've been halfway to the Eagles pick by now, guys. We got Unfortunately, I have to agree with this. The Cowboys are having a great day, too. Tyler, they did it again. Cardinals go with Jordan Birch, the edge out of Oregon. Cardinals just loading that defense up. The Cardinals just want to give Jonathan Gannon all the toys to play with just to give up the worst coverage grades in PFF next year. Will Johnson will be a bottom 8 corner in the league next year if he's coached by Jonathan Gannon. All right, Tyler, here's the question. Is this where the Texans go offensive line?
I would hope so.
Well, they went one already. Do they go with an interior one this time?
I think.
Just remember, you traded Kenyon Green, you released Jack Mason.
Yeah, you do need help at the guard spot.
Or do you go with a running back and pair one with Mixon?
Who are you looking to pair?
Wow.
Well, there you go with another pass catcher.
How much help does CJ need?
They're putting him in like the Caleb Williams boat. We're surrounding you with weapons.
You ain't
Shine or you're done.
You ain't got no choice but to succeed, fool. You ain't got no choice but to succeed out here.
Might be running for his life, but...
Wait, did they take both of the Iowa State wide receivers? They took both the Iowa State wide receivers. You have got to be kidding me.
That's wild.
You pair that with Nico, Schultz.
They took them both.
Schultz pick is in. That was way too quick. If I'm Howie, I'm trying to package a 5th rounder and try to move up. You go grab an edge rusher here. There's some really good names still on the board.
Josiah Stewart.
All right, I don't need... That's one of them. Braden Swinson, the LSU one, is there. He's only been a 1-year starter, but he was a damn good player for LSU last year. Which means now the Colts are going to take one of them. I was wrong. Justin Wally goes to the Colts, the 2024 second team All Big Ten, 12 pass defended in 2024. That was top 10 in FBS last year.
Wow.
That Minnesota defense is also, they just play.
They're secondary, man.
Their whole team, they just play with a rugged style, man. They don't care. They got a rugged style to their game.
Now the Bengals.
Please take an offensive lineman.
Got it. Joe Burrow's pulling his hair out.
That is true.
Who would your best pick be with what's remaining? Aside from the kid from Georgia who is technically classified as a center.
Just in general, or are we talking about the Eagles?
No, just in general, for like the Bengals' sake here.
I mean, look, I don't think Jamar Stewart's a good player. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I'd go Josiah Stewart here. Or Xavier Watson's still on the board. And you haven't had a safety room since you got rid of Bates.
Yeah. You let a really good player in Bates walk.
Oh, my lordy. They finally did it.
And they went with Georgia.
They go Dylan. Imagine those two names in Georgia: Dylan Fairchild and Tate Ratledge. Like those two are just. There's some names right there. Unfortunately, that's another one of my interior offensive line targets for the Eagles, but that's a good pick. Fairchild, second team AP All-American in 2024. So, look, the Bengals offensive line is dog shit.
Yeah.
It's been dog shit for years. That's a really solid pick. Fairchild's a good pick there. So he started 24 of 34 career games, all at left guard, so he'll probably slide right into there in Cincy. One of 7 FBS guards to allow 1 or fewer QB hits since 2023, a minimum of 750 pass blocking snaps. That's an impressive number. Tennessee's pick is in, but not before we head to a commercial. Eagles' pick is up soon. Hopefully we get to it.
What do you mean there? Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean we're literally almost there. So I do just want to say thank you to everybody for joining us once again tonight. This has been a heck of a week for the draft coverage. Draft preview show was great. Night 1 was great. Tonight has been great. We just want to thank everybody who's been joining us for these past few days. It has been absolutely fun. We've had a blast talking the draft with you guys. And just so everyone knows, no, we will not be on for day 3. I don't have that much time on my hands. I ain't got time to do 3 rounds. Well, 4 rounds. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, never mind. All right, Steelers are up there. It'd be nice if NFL kept the damn names on the damn thing, but can't have everything nice here.
Titans pick is in.
Titans pick in. Okay, never mind. Oh well, then the Steelers. I just got their pick fucking spoiled.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
They're not. Wait, what? They're not even up yet.
Well, someone just spoiled their damn pick.
Are you sure it was real?
Yes. Bro, come on with the commercials. We get it. You can run all the commercials you want tomorrow. When no one's watching. All right, here we go. Yeah, Pittsburgh, their pick got spoiled for me. There's another name on that list that I wouldn't mind either.
Who's that?
How about Jack Sawyer from Ohio State?
He's one that, he's got a lot of the good fundamental traits.
He's not very athletic. That's the problem.
But then again, let's look at a guy like, I don't know, does he kind of remind you like a Max Crosby? Crosby kind of beats you with strength.
I'll take the guy that shows up in big games. Same as Andrew Makuba did for Texas.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Kevin Winston, there he goes.
Good pick. Great. That's a great pick. That's a top 2-round talent if he's healthy. And see, once again, let me explain to people about Andrew Makuba, because people, Twitter is literally calling this the worst draft. Someone just said we're having the worst draft we've had in 4 years. First of all, Jahad Campbell, if you think Jahad Campbell can't play football, you're stupid. You've never watched football a day in your life. Andrew Makuba, I don't care that he's only 5'11", 186. Vic Fangio's scheme tells the safety, if the football comes near you, Take it away. Stay back there. Stop comparing every safety the Eagles get to Malcolm Jenkins. Those days are over.
Sam, you know how it is. Everyone's
Good
got a
Lord.
complaint until they see him suit up. And
Dude,
then they're fine.
he's one of the best safeties in the draft class. Like, it's not even close, bro. All right, I already know this pick, so it is the Steelers. It's definitely a Steelers pick. Still some notable names on the board that I like.
Shedeur Sanders to the Steelers. Can you believe it?
Ain't that easy. That ain't happening. It's a good pick.
Caleb Johnson. All right.
That's essentially your Najee
Like it.
Harris replacement.
It is, yeah.
Good player. Really very good college production over at Iowa. 6'1", 224. That's a big-ass running back. I already see better vision than Najee Harris ever had.
Yep.
2024 Big Ten Americans winning. Good pick. Good pick for the Steelers. Nope. Chiefs just traded up.
Who traded up?
Chiefs are trading up to 85, so they're up after this pick.
Ooh.
All right. Be happy the Chiefs trade up.
Where does Tampa go?
I feel like they're going to go edge rusher.
Edge.
Get another edge rusher in there. I feel like this may be Swinson, the kid from LSU.
What did the Chiefs give up to move up?
Let's see if I can find it for you. I don't have it yet. I'll find it for you. Oh, dude. That's another good. That's actually one of my sleeper prospects.
Who? Oh, Jacob Parrish.
Harris was someone the Eagles really like. The problem is, look at the size. He fits more in the nickel, and sorry, that's already taken here.
Yeah, he's not an outside guy there.
All right, I am aware the Chiefs have traded up Nimrods. I'd like to know for what. But no, hell of a pick for the Tennessee getting Winston. That is easily he's one of my favorite players at Penn State. So glad he got picked high after going out with the knee injury last year.
Yeah.
All right, I officially cannot find what the Chiefs gave up for some reason. Nobody wants to tweet it out, I guess. Yeah, Tyler. Nobody wants to give me the trade. Sorry. Chiefs go Noel Williams from Cal. Okay, I love this. Feisty and fearless. Highlight, pick 6 against Cam Ward. Good size, 6 foot, 200 pounds. After watching the Super Bowl, the Chiefs have needed to add some secondary help to Trent McDuffie. He can't do everything by himself. Solid overall pick there. Solid overall pick right there. Led FBS with 7 interceptions last year. Solid pick there for the Chiefs, getting some secondary help.
Yeah.
Chargers, Packers, Jags, Texans are up the next. Chargers pick is in. So what do we think the Chargers are doing here?
I don't know, but I can't believe that Clint just said Jalen Milroe is still in the green room.
And gonna pull a Tom Hanks from Castaway because I think he's the only person left in the green room.
Bro, it's time to go back to the hotel, man. Get out of there.
Yeah, just call me from the hotel and we'll talk.
Is he expecting to walk out still if he hears his name in the third round?
Because I sure as hell know I wouldn't. You're right. So, Chargers going. I don't know what the Chargers could be doing, honestly, here. Why receiver already?
They still haven't addressed it.
What?
Have they addressed O-line?
Yeah, they signed Mekhi Becton, Tyler.
Yeah. Aside from that, did they draft anyone?
I don't think so.
Hampton, no. They drafted running back and receiver.
Tyler's just waiting for Jarrett Wilson to get off the board.
Honestly, I feel like it's a crime that he's fallen this far. But if he's there when we're on the clock,
I may have to risk any edge rusher on the board for that because I love Jarrett Wilson. Oh, yeah. All right, so here's the trade finally. The Chiefs get 85. The Patriots get 95 and a 2026 fourth-round pick.
Huh.
So.
Ooh.
Not a terrible trade. You know, back to the Eagles for a minute here. Just give all the credit to Howie Roseman. He's paying the big money up front to his offense, and he is loading up that defense with young, affordable. They are just getting versatile young talent on that defense.
Yeah, they are.
And as long as Fangio's here, they're in great shape.
I like the way the draft's going so far for him.
I love the. He's not. All right, he had to move up one spot and give up a fifth rounder to get Jahad Campbell. Fine. But you get the best linebacker in the draft. He's going to transform your entire defensive front in the way you line up things. Then you go get Andrew Makuba, who is easily going to be a playmaking safety. I don't care about the frame, and he's only 5'11". Get out of here. Oh, by the way, Giants legend Lawrence Taylor was asked by Abdul Carter, could he wear number 56? He told Abdul to shove it.
Good. I'm glad.
Honestly, Tyler, I hate to say it, I can see the Chargers going tight end here. Their best tight end is Will Dissly and Tyler Conklin.
Yep.
No, it's Melvin Gordon. Oh, so they're going to take another running back.
Oh, my gosh.
Never mind. Completely never mind.
D-tackle.
Forget everything.
Wow.
More of a nose guy at 6'2", 330. They lost Poona Ford in free agency, so that kind of replaces him a little bit. So look at him get out to the outside. He's moving. That's a big boy moving out there. Green Bay. Well, this could be interesting. Jags are trading up to 89, so they're up back-to-back after this.
Ooh. Back to back. What is this? Fantasy football?
No, they need cheap talent because they got to try to. They can't afford to pay their NFL players. They're using all their money to fund AEW.
What do you mean funded? All the big stars are leaving.
Well, he ain't got that right. Yeah, they'll still find all the ex-oldies that want to wrestle once a week. All right, here we go. Packers are up. Packers are going to take somebody that we want.
Is this going to take another 10 years for them to announce it?
At this rate, yeah. The Eagles are almost there, so, can we just hurry this up?
Oh my god, we're still announcing, dude. Are you joking? Alright. Alright.
Okay, so they are officially going F you to Aaron Rodgers because not only have they drafted one, they've drafted two wide receivers now.
Oh my lord.
6'3",
Hey,
222. 4'4"
from
guy.
what I see, he measures up to 6'4".
That's a big boy. Wait, where'd he go? TCU? Never mind. I've seen that story before.
We have. But Sam, we've never seen two TCU wide receivers getting taken.
Yeah. Not when your career high is 611 yards.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, I don't know. He can go up and get it, though. I'll say that.
6 rushing touchdowns? Excuse me?
Oh, there's a weapon for
6'4"? Huh?
Great. LaFleur's got a new weapon. Just great.
Oh, gosh. Oh, he's going to be running the tush push, isn't he?
So knock it off.
LaFleur said, well, we didn't get it banned, guys. Time to reinvent it.
They're going to ban it. You know they are. So there's the wide receiver room. Honestly, that should tell you a lot what they think about Christian Watson and his health.
Yeah, I think Watson, he's the odd man out, obviously.
Yeah, because Dobbs and Reed, I still like them both.
Yeah.
All right, so listen to me right now. Jacksonville, you're picking back-to-back. Just announce them both right here. Don't walk back. Don't do someone different. Tell me both. I don't need both of them. You'll need to do a whole different thing for both. All right, so they go corner here out of Tulane, Caleb Ransall. All right. 5'11", 200 pounds almost, a 4'3" guy. Not bad. Why are we even cutting between the picks? They picked back to back. Let's go. Why do we have to do this stupid crap? Dear Lord, the Eagles are like 7 picks away. Can we just hurry this up? We're right there. As soon as the Eagles pick, I can go home. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Oh my God. Guys, can we all be honest with you at this point? Nobody cares about Shedeur Sanders. I totally forgot about the whole situation.
Yep.
The whole situation is over, okay? He's not getting picked tonight unless Cleveland takes him right here. But they're not going to, so. Oh, man, if you're looking for physical measurables, comparing, there's the stuff there. You know, I know we're talking NFL draft, but I find it really funny how The Rock keeps saying he didn't want to interfere in the main event of WrestleMania, even though he tried to do it last year.
Exactly.
Here we go. Oh, they go offensive line with Wyatt Milam from West Virginia here. Okay. 6'6", 313. That's a tall man. Like I said, the Eagles are. I'm feeling, Tyler. I don't know how you're feeling. I'm feeling this is either going to be an edge rusher or an offensive lineman. It's going to be one of the two. There's not much interior guys here that I like. We may be making a day 3 trade for an interior defensive lineman.
Yeah, I can see it at this point.
I'm okay with it. Look, a lot of the guys that they liked, I guess, at the interior were gone before they got there. They took Makuba. They didn't want to risk him dropping into round 3 because I guarantee he wouldn't have been there in 96. Look, you got a playmaking safety and a stud middle linebacker. You can't be upset with that. All right, Rams are up here at 90. And of course, we had to go to commercial again because why not? You could blow through the next 6 picks in like 10 minutes, but we'll keep these advertisements going for us. Not like you'll have another whole another day tomorrow.
Did you see what happened to Shedeur?
Do I want to know what happened to Shedeur?
Somebody prank called him. And they got it all on video. His whole family surrounding him, excited, thinking he was getting drafted. And the person on the phone call said, "You got to wait a little longer." That is fucked.
That's god awful.
Now he's got to find out who the hell had his phone number.
Honestly, right?
Who got his phone number? Did Shiloh leak his phone number?
Shiloh's upset.
Is he upset?
Surprised Jalen Milroe's still out there. I could have sworn Milroe was going to go way earlier. Honestly. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to even feel bad for Shedeur here.
Yeah, because, we're getting into the part of the we knew he wasn't a first-round talent.
Yeah.
Second round, meh. But at this point, surely a team like the Saints, not the Saints, they got the kid from Louisville, I keep forgetting. The Steelers, the Browns.
At this point, it's getting ridiculous. And I honestly, I do feel bad for this. This is not. There's no way he's this low of a talent.
No.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Who did the Rams steal?
They took Josiah Stewart.
No.
Yes, because what the Rams need is more edge rushers. God, they are dude. That Rams front is loaded. Second team All Big Ten last year.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
Can we agree now? Can we agree that Rams front is loaded with pass rushers?
They really are.
It's so unfair. It's so damn unfair. 30 career sacks, 150 career tackles, 47 career tackles for loss. That's an interesting one. All right, Eagles are up in a few picks, so our night's coming to an end soon. Baltimore's pick is in. All right, can we just hurry these 5 picks along? We don't need to advertise more, guys. I'm solely thinking we're getting an offensive lineman here. That's where I'm at here. I solely think we're getting an offensive lineman, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, at this point, you know the name. It's still on the board. He should not be there. Take him, Jared Wilson. We always hit on guys later on in the draft with edge rushers, interior defensive linemen, you name it.
Yeah, I don't think he would be the pick, though. I think there's some other guys that they like. Because Stoutland loves his guards that are bigger size, bigger frame.
Who are some you're looking at?
Charles Grant, the kid from William and Mary. Marcus Mebao, the kid from Purdue. Wait a minute. All right, we have a little bit of a noteworthy. Shedeur Sanders just tweeted out, "Thank you, God, for everything." Did he just get picked?
So either by Seattle or would he have gotten a call from Cleveland? I don't know how soon they do these things in the third round.
They have to know who. I guess they have to know who's picking them. Like who's picking who.
This could be Cleveland coming up here at 94 then. Shedeur might finally get off the board at number 94.
All right, we're at 92. We're rolling. Only a few more picks to go. We're probably getting at least one more commercial break, so.
Of course.
Let's see. Shaun Alexander. Whoa. What? You were somewhat, but damn.
Oh.
Damn. Damn. I got no words left for any of this.
Yes. If Shedeur's tweet is true, it's Cleveland. Because Cleveland just got their guy taken by Seattle.
Oh, yeah. So now, are we going to see Sam Darnold have the Carson Wentz year where every ball is just overthrown and picked off? Wow. That's crazy. Darnold, Miller. Oh, yeah, they just signed Drew Lock. Well, Sam Howell's getting traded. That is wow. Seahawks go Jalen Milroe. That is unreal. All right, now see, here's how they're going to get us. They're going to talk about Jalen Milroe for 20 more minutes.
Yep.
Guys, come on. All right, yeah, he runs fast. He can't throw the football. I get it.
What's Steve?
Like Clint. Honestly, Clint, yeah, I just saw you put in the chat. I'm not disagreeing. All right, guys, come on, let's go. 92, come on, let's hurry this up now. Okay, I don't care what Seattle sees. He's not starting day one, so let's come on. We have 4 picks left. Again, he can run, he can't throw. We know that. Yeah, Clint, I saw it in the chat. I don't disagree with it. This is insanity. Oh my God. Okay, I get it. Yes. Milrow, cool. Let's go. Move on. We have 4 picks to go, guys. But not before one more commercial break. Like I said, they're so ridiculous. Like, they don't need one more commercial.
No, they don't.
All right, George, look, I get everyone's hatred toward the Sanders, but you can't sit here and tell me Shedeur shouldn't have been off the board by now.
Yeah, like, my thing was he wasn't a first-round talent. He wasn't a top 10 talent. Second round, I could give you the argument. Third round, for sure, he should have been gone.
Saints go Jonas Stanker, the safety from Virginia.
Yep. All right, I better see Pickens in immediately for Cleveland Browns.
I mean, George, if we're talking about touchdowns against bad teams, why don't we go look at Jackson Dart?
Yeah, I mean, if you got to think, when you're talking college football, Georgie, most of these teams play weak teams throughout the whole year. They only play a few good teams. So a lot of their stats do come against these weaker teams.
And
we don't crap on all of them for it.
Yeah, like I said, I get the Shedeur thing in round 1. George, if he goes undrafted, there is an agenda behind it. It's no way a chance in hell saying because he's not talented. This is something I don't think any of us expected. I saw him I definitely knew he wasn't a top 3 talent. I knew he wasn't going in the top 10. But back half of the first round, I expected that possibly because, some of that stuff, weird stuff always happens there. So, yeah, I am a loss for words what has happened. What we have seen here over these past couple of hours. So, this is going to be interesting. But of course, we got to sit here and wait now because, we had to have one last commercial. I ain't gonna lie, the Rams stuff front scaring me.
Yeah. Well, George, what about there was another kid earlier taken in the second round. I think he was wide receiver. He played like 2 years at some other school. And then he transferred to like Arkansas for 1 year and had a really good year.
And I'm sorry, didn't Shedeur play 1 year, 2 years in Colorado?
He did.
Was he not there last year too?
He was.
I was gonna say he played 2 years in Colorado, not 1. Yeah. All right. Here we go. We got 2 more picks for the Eagles, and then we're getting the hell out of here because the NFL does a great job every year dragging this out for as much TV time as possible. Now, if he trades back, then I'm fine with it.
I hope Clint's trolling.
Clint, please tell me you're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding.
Maybe that's who he wants to see.
I don't know. Dylan Gabriel. I don't know who y'all think Dylan Gabriel is. Do the left-handed, shorter version of Brock Purdy. All right, guys, can we stop talking about this? Can we hurry this up? I just want to see the Eagles pick. I'm just getting fed up at this point. Here we go. Holy shit, Clint wasn't kidding.
No shot.
This is unbelievable. Tyler, someone's got to find. We got to clip this. Tyler can't believe it.
Well, here's your starting quarterback. Oh my God. Are you messing with me?
I feel like I'm getting pumped. This is unbelievable.
Dylan Gabriel?
First of all, you're telling me that Dylan Gabriel is a better quarterback than Will Howard? Are you kidding me? Than Kyle McCord? Yeah, he has a great completion percentage. He throws nothing but slant route to Ken Johnson every freaking play. You have got to be kidding me. I'm getting pumped. All right, Pat's pick is in. Then we're up. Oh, no, we're not. We traded out.
No, we didn't. Shut up.
Yep. Yeah, we did. Atlanta's next after New England. Or the Texans. So no, Texans trade up with the Eagles. Wait, why does it say Atlanta? Twitter says it's the Texans, but the big screen says Atlanta. Who just traded with the Eagles? What the? I'm very confused right now.
Well, Clint, here's the thing. If that's the case, which I agree with that. Why even take him?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
You can get a QB later in the rounds. You don't have to get one in the third.
Yeah, George, that's not. They always do find a way to screw it up. Oh, Patriots took Jarrett Wilson. Pat's loading up on that offensive line.
There we go.
Clint said, honestly, I think the Browns are waiting for the QB class next year. Oh, Clint, I agree, but I still think Will Howard would have been a better pick than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
And I agree, Clint. Next year. All right. Can I get like a thought on? Can I get like a package here? What did I get? Can we figure what do we get for this pick? It's a third round. I got something decent for it.
So who was it that moved in? Was it?
It's there. Someone said Houston, but it literally has Atlanta picking next. But I don't care. I'm still. I'm yeah. See, look, Falcons have. It's the Falcons, not the Texans. I was going to take another edge rusher, aren't they? Okay, no. The Eagles traded with the Falcons at 96. The Texans traded with the Vikings. Be nice to know what we got back, but okay. Exactly, Clint. Anyone watch the playoff?
Yep.
What's that?
I said, yep.
All right. But anyway, Tyler, do we have anything else we really want to? I mean, I'm not really in the mood to wait 6 more hours for this.
No.
I think we're almost at the 4-hour mark, so I think this has been a good enough show.
I think it's crazy that Shedder's still out there on the board.
Well, the Eagles are still picking tonight. They're just back a few picks.
Gabriel.
But
how far is a few picks?
There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 picks next before the Eagles. But I'm still going to sign. We're still going to sign off. It's been a good night. Guys, we want to... Oh, before we go, the Falcons just took Xavier Watts. Holy shit.
Good pick.
Pair him with Jesse Bates. Oh, my God. But, all right, guys, we're going to get up on out here. We're almost approaching the 4-hour mark. We want to thank everybody for joining us for all of our draft coverage this weekend. We will be back Monday for our normal 1-week episode to recap the entire draft. Everyone who threw your comments in over these past 2 nights, we want to thank you all so very much. We appreciate how these episodes went, and we cannot thank you all for coming along for the ride with us these past 2 nights. So, guys, enjoy the rest of this draft night, too. Enjoy tomorrow, and we will see you guys on Monday. For Tyler Adams, I'm Sam Nelson. Good night, everybody.